Hello, it's middle of the night in Korea, and I did not expect to do a live right now, but a lot of things happened in the past 6 hours, and I really need this for myself, to be honest, to feel better. Hi, go ore. Okay, so I just want to say first off, for anyone that is joining for today's radio live, it's gonna be a sad tone, unfortunately. I mean, I'm hoping, as we talk about the sad things and get whatever feelings out of the way, that hopefully we can all feel better at the end of today's radio show. So hi, Weenie. I wonder if you're the same Weenie that came before in our past lives. Hi, guys. um Even just one or two people here, that's really awesome. If you guys are have time now and don't mind, kind of a serious topic today. So yeah, so it's still going to be MoWonHae Radio concept for this too. And the first song I'm gonna play, so I'm not gonna play any Wonho or Monster X songs, and I'll explain about that later. So the first song I want to begin. So also I want to say the songs I chose for today's radio show, they're not sad songs, but they're just going to be calming songs. And so for me personally, when I listen to calm songs, even if it's a sad, lyric to it, it helps me feel better. So I hope you guys are okay with the songs I choose to play for today. So I want to start off with a BTS song. Please, I hope this song is not copyrighted. Please. But when I listen to this song, it helps me get over, just helps me feel better. So this is BTS, and the song is called We Are Bulletproof, The Eternal. It's a really nice song, and I hope you guys like it. No copyright, fingers crossed.
우린 호기롭게 shout 던져봐 세상 거쳐 sound Don't wanna die with so much pain Too much crime 무뎌지는 calm We were only 7 But we have been on 일곱의 결과 본 뒤에 이렇게만 잡은 손끝에 Yeah, we get to heaven 내게 돌아오자 우린 꿈이 없어 anymore We are together bulletproof Yeah, we have you 누가 우리 왔도 누가 나만 갔도 걸어가 We are forever bulletproof Yeah, we get to heaven We are bulletproof 부정적인 시선에 맞서 우리 내내고 나쁜 기억도 많은 시련도 다 호기롭게 우리 막아냈지 bulletproof 내 생각체 아직 꿈속인 건 아닐까 길었던 겨울 끝에 온 게 진짜 봄일까 모두 길었던 한ter고 끌었던 내름 이곳으로 된 조명 bulletproof We were only 7 But we have been running 일곱의 결과 본 뒤에 이렇게 막 잡은 손끝에 Yeah, we get to heaven 내게 돌아오자 우린 꿈이 없어 anymore We are together bulletproof Yeah, we have you 누가 우리 왔도 누가 나만 갔도 걸어가 We are forever bulletproof Yeah, we get to heaven 다시 멈추지 않을래 여기 우리가 함께이기에 Tell me your life is story Tell me why you don't stop this Tell me why you still walk it with us Yeah, we can do everything We got it outside anymore we are together bulletproof Yeah, we have it So got it You can never get so caught again we are forever bulletproof Yeah, we can do Yeah, we are not sorry Oh, 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 oh. Yeah, we are not seven with you. Yeah, we are not seven with you.
So, to anyone that just came, hi. It's still MoWonHae Radio concept I'm doing for right now, and the tone is gonna be a bit sad, but I'm hoping by the end of this radio show, we'll all feel better. So, I hope everyone here that's here is you want to feel better, or you're okay with the sad atmosphere that I'm doing right now for the radio show because I'm still very sad of what happened to Wonho like about 6 hours ago. So, before we get into that, I just want to say that I'm not going to be playing any Wonho or Monster X songs because for me personally, if I'm sad about them, any one of them, if I'm sad about them, I can't listen to their songs because when I listen to their songs, I feel happy. So I mean that's a good thing. I want to feel happy, but because I'm sad about them, I can't really be happy when I listen to their songs. So it's a weird, weird thing. It's just me personally. So I just want to let you guys know I'm not going to play any of their songs in this radio show, and so I'm only going to play songs that are matching with my mood and helps me feel better. So that song we just heard is by BTS. It is called We Are Bulletproof the Eternal. And just the tone of that song just really nice, and listening to that did make me feel better because the lyrics in this song is also really nice too. So there are 7 members in BTS, and a recurring lyric they keep saying in that song is "We are not 7 without you." So it's like a song to their fans. It's very, very nice and reminds me with Monster X, they are not 7 without us too. So hope they believe in that as well. So I wanted to begin with that song. Okay, I'll get greetings out of the way first, and then we'll get into like I wonder if you guys are aware of what happened, but if not, I will love to explain everything to you guys exactly what happened since I read everything from what Korean fans said, and then I saw what English speaking fans said, and they wrote about it on Twitter. So I feel like I know everything that did happen, and I'll explain about it very soon. So greetings first. Go Ore was here first. Hi, Go Ore, and I'm glad and hope that you're okay with today's radio show being the theme about this. Weenie, hi. She said hi. How are you? In all honesty, I'm not feeling good. That's why I'm doing radio show now in the middle of the night in Korea. Right now it's 12:32 a.m. But don't worry about me. Like I can't sleep if all my emotions are really strung up like this. So for me, with my my personality, if I don't talk about it with anyone, even through this live like virtually like this, it will still help me. So for me personally, for me to feel better, I just need to talk about it with anyone. So thank you for everyone who is okay with being here and talking about a sad topic, and hope that we all will feel better by the end of this. So Weenie, hope that you'll be okay with it. Stephanie, I'm shocked you're here. She was supposed to be sleeping, but she somehow woke up in time for this live. I'm shocked, Stephanie, but I'm really happy that you're here. She said hi and you took your nap. I'm glad and hope you feel okay too. But yeah, for today's radio live, Angela, long time no see. She said hi everyone, hi. And then Weenie says so many happened today. I know exactly. So we'll talk about it soon. Raquel is here. Hi, Raquel. FYI, we're not going to talk about anything Monster X related. Like I know, their comeback is coming up soon, and until I feel better, and until I feel happier, then I'll go back to the regular schedule radio shows of me reacting to the things they're releasing before the comeback day this Friday. So yeah, so just FYI about that. There's nothing about Monster X in this radio show today. Um, Alex J, are you the Alex J that I know of? You know, who is currently one of our customers? Are you the Alex? If you are, hi, I'm really glad that you're here to talk about everything. Rosemary, I think it's my first time seeing this name, so welcome, Rosemary. And I guess you're here because maybe you're feeling the same thing as me, but I hope you enjoy today's radio show. Sarah's here. Glad you're here, Sarah, from the beginning, you know, compared to the last live I did earlier today. Glad you're here. Raquel says, "What happened? I haven't been around. It's all good." You know, I don't know how much has been translated in English for you guys to really know what just happened. But I was reading like all from Korean fans and some of the English tweets about it, and I will explain about it very soon after I finish reading all these comments. Weenie says, "Yes, I know what happened, and it is sad. Yeah, it's so sad. Yeah, we'll talk about it soon." Melissa's here. I'm glad you're here. Hi, Melissa. She says, "Hi, what happened with Wonho? I've only seen bits and pieces, but it's been worrying me." Okay, I'm glad to be here for you guys. If you guys don't really know what the whole story, I am glad to be here to let you guys know, and we'll get through all the feelings together. Hopefully, you guys will hopefully not feel too sad once I tell you guys the whole story. So, okay, so yeah, I'll get to it soon. Rosemary says, um, I hope about. I mean, explain. I don't know what you mean by I hope. Minrox Moon is here. Wow, guys, it's really great. You guys are free at this time. I was just expecting one or two of you to be here because of the sad topic. But welcome. Hi, Minrox Moon. She says hello. I didn't sleep in the end. Wait, you didn't? Wait, you didn't sleep? You haven't slept? Minrox Moon. Okay, if you guys need to go to sleep, please do go to sleep, please. Okay, and then yeah, but anyways, okay. Sarah says Wonho, yeah, so she's like explaining vaguely about it. Yeah, so Wonho collapsed today at the beginning of the concert. Yeah, so he did his last concert today in Seoul. And yeah, and my heart broke. I was so worried. Yeah. And Sarah also says, oh, wait, she said the same thing. Yeah. Yeah. I'll explain more about that more in detail. Alex says, yeah, that's me. Okay. I'm glad that you're the Alex I'm thinking of. Hi, Alex. I'm really glad that you're able to join for this live. Breezy, long time no see. Breezy, how are you? She said, hey, I did watch his V Live after the concert. I did as well, so I could let you guys know what he said there too. Breezy says, I hope he is feeling better. Right. Raquel says, collapsed. Okay, now I finished all comments. Welcome everyone that you I assume are okay with today's sad topic. So let me explain first what happened to Wano today. So I was not there. I did not go to any of his concerts. And so I'm just going by what the fans said. And I also saw a short video of Wano even saying about what happened to him. So I didn't see the video of him collapsing, but I'm just gonna trust the Monbebes the weenies. They're also Monbebes too. The weenies that were there and what they saw happen. So Wano, so the concert today in Korea on Sunday. Sorry, yeah, it was on Sunday, November 14th. Right now, it's already Monday, November 15th. The concert started at 5 p.m. And it started off fine, but then I believe like about 20 minutes into the show, 15 or 20 minutes into the show, really, was not long at all. So 15, 20 minutes in, I think he was performing I Just. Don't take my word for it, but just from hearsay, but he was performing I Just, and then he suddenly was only singing, not dancing. So he was struggling with something while performing that song. And then suddenly he collapsed. So like he fell to the floor and just couldn't keep going. That's just, I did not see it. I don't even want to see it, but this is what the weenies have said on Twitter. So he collapsed, and then the security came and pulled him away and got him treated. So at the concert venue, they did have a medical team there. I think that's required in Korea to have a medical team there just in case. I sure hope so. I don't, because there's no way they could have arrived that quickly, but who knows? I don't know. But I assume they did have one ready just in case, a medical team there. And so they were inspecting, is that the word? Examining Wano. And of course it wasn't a short time. So that lasted about an hour. So it was about an hour of Wano not there because he was being treated or whatever was going on for whatever happened to him. So when that happened to him, he collapsed. So then the guest for today's concert, it was Soyu. If you guys know Soyu, she was a member of Sistar, and she was in Starship. But then I didn't know this until today, is that she didn't renew her contract with Starship. So she's not in Starship anymore. She's with a new company, and she decided to go be a guest for Wonho's concert. So amazing, right? Even though she's not in Starship anymore, but she wanted to be there to support Wonho. So, anyways, she is kind of the MVP of today. So Soyu was the guest, and I don't know what they planned for her, as the guest at the concert, but it was very last minute that she ended up having to take over while Wonho was recovering from whatever happened to him, and she ended up singing 5 songs. Again, this is what I read on Twitter from the fans. So she ended up singing 5 songs, waiting until Wonho got better. So maybe she was performing for like an hour, since they said that Wonho was gone for an hour. So she was performing, and then she was also reassuring fans there that she was like, don't worry, Wonho's okay, we're just gonna wait until he's getting better. And then she kept performing 5 songs as really a lot. So I really commend her. Like, those are probably songs she didn't prepare to sing at his concert, but she did, to just stall time until Wonho got better. But at this point, because of Wonho like gone for an hour, you would think there's no way he could continue the show. So fans were tweeting about it. It's like, Wonho, it's okay, you can cancel the show and just go to the hospital. So I saw many fans, they were so understanding, the Korean fans as well. So I just FYI, I'm reading both Korean and English tweets. So anyways, yeah, they were saying like, cancel the concert and let Wonho go to the hospital. So yeah, so anyways, that lasted for an hour, and I'm sure the weenies in that stadium, they must have been feeling so insecure. And also, they just saw Wonho collapse on stage. Like, that's actually traumatic to see that happen in front of you. And for me personally, I actually saw that happen with a Monsta X member before, but I'm not sure if I'll talk about it here or not. Depends on how the conversation flows. But anyways, that's really traumatic to see, your favorite singer, get injured and like collapse on stage. It's really traumatic, guys. So anyways, I can imagine all the fans there, they were not feeling good and just really, but anyways, here's the thing. To cancel a concert this last minute, the company of course does not want it, aka Starship Highline. Of course they do not want to cancel the concert unless it's like life or death situation. But even then, Starship would, I don't know, Starship is terrible. Okay, so I'll talk about that later. So they would never want to cancel the concert because you're losing so much money. Everyone came, everyone is prepared. You're paying for everyone to work on this concert. And then if you cancel it at that moment, you have to refund everyone's their ticket. Okay. And so they lose all that money, all the people they hired for the concert. They have to get paid. So then you're losing all that money, but then you didn't successfully complete the concert. It would be terrible, legit terrible, if the concert did get canceled. So I had a feeling they would try any way to make sure the concert doesn't get canceled unless it was life or death situation. So I was really worried about Wonho, like how badly, was he feeling, and like could he really complete the concert? And then but I was thinking, if they do end up having to cancel the concert, I don't know if Wonho has to bear all the expenses, all the money that he made the company lose. Like, I was also worried about him in both ways. What would happen to him? So honestly, it was, thank goodness, that he was able to complete the concert, in all honesty, so that didn't have to deal with any bad repercussions of having a concert canceled at last minute. So yeah, so anyways, it was an hour, and Wonho came back, and he was on stage explaining to everyone what happened. And so I saw the video of someone uploaded of what Wonho said when he came back, and he said that he was dealing with something, like, it was something that he couldn't control. He said that he was trying to control it, but he couldn't, and then it made him collapse. So we don't really know. I mean, they explained about it later. So at this moment, okay, we didn't really know what happened to him. Like, he was being very vague about it in his explanation. So he said, yeah, he said like that. And so then when he got checked by the medical team and the doctors, he said this, Wonho said this. He said that the doctors told him he should rest. They told him that you should rest and not continue with the concert. But Wonho said, I know my body the best, though. So again, I'm not sure if he's being honest, but he said, I know my body the best. And after I got treated by the doctors and talking with the doctors, I honestly felt that I can finish the concert. I felt okay. I wanted to finish the concert. And so that's what he said to the audience, that through the talking with the doctors, and the doctors let him continue the concert. And so, yeah. And so Wonho so when Wonho was on stage and he was talking about all this, he really looked fine. He really looked okay. And so, yeah, so I think when we saw that, I mean, at least the audience, and I'm imagining them, that when they saw that they felt that it was okay for him to finish the concert. And so right now it's like 6:20 p.m. or something, or a little bit before then. But he said that he's really sorry about it, and don't worry about him. He says that he's not hurt, and then he said that he will restart the concert. So like start from the beginning, since it was like 15 or 20 minutes in when he collapsed. So they would start all the way from the beginning, and so it would start at 6:20 p.m. And keep in mind the concert started at 5 p.m. So that's how long the delay was, and they restarted the concert at 6:20 p.m. So when I saw the news of that, I'm like, I really hope he will be able to complete the concert. Like, I was so worried the whole entire time, reading through the tweets, but then trying not to worry too much because I'm not there. But I'm just relying on the fans' tweets if anything else happened, like did he collapse again, or how did everything go. But thankfully he completed the concert all the way until the end. I couldn't believe it. Legit, I really couldn't believe it. So he did. Thank goodness. um I don't think he cried. So he cried at the first concert on Saturday, but I don't think he cried the last concert today, which is very shocking. So I'm wondering what exactly happened to him. But anyways, it seemed like he didn't cry. Like, he was trying to be strong the whole entire time, is my thinking. And so that's why he didn't cry at the last day concert. Yeah. So anyway, so yeah, it's amazing that he completed the concert and didn't get canceled. No one. Yeah. So the only thing we need to worry about is, how is Wonho doing? Is he really okay? So then after the concert, he went on V Live, and I hope you guys have seen the V Live so you know what I'm talking about. But if you guys see him on the V Live, and then he was there with his backup dancers, so they call themselves Team Wonho, by the way, him, Wonho, and his six backup dancers. So Team Wonho was there, talking with each other what they thought about the performance and what they felt, and then their feelings about everything. And so the only time when Wano mentioned about what happened to him at the concert, he only mentioned it once near the beginning. And so he read a comment where a fan said to him, "Are you okay? Are you hurt?" And so he kept saying, "I am not hurt." Like, he kept saying, like, I'm okay, I'm not hurt, don't worry about it. He just said that his mentality, so the Korean word he used is 정신. So I feel like the best translation of that is just his mentality or his mind. So he said that just mentally he was not feeling good, and so that's what happened. But he's really okay after going through that. And everyone, he says, don't worry, and he said he doesn't want to make the mood sad or anything. So then after that, he stopped talking about, he's like, I don't, let's not talk about anymore, I'm fine, don't worry. And then that was the only part near the beginning of the V Live that he talked about um the situation that happened. And so yeah, and so if you continue watching the V Live, he really did seem okay. But in all honesty, it seemed like he was trying too much. I don't know if you guys agree with me or not, but based on all other V Lives I've seen of Wano, like this one, he really seemed too much. Like, he was really trying to like show that he's really okay. So I felt like he wasn't really being genuine, but just doing his best to show he's okay, right? But yeah, but it was still didn't make me feel good watching the V Live. Like, I was hoping he would say some things or do some things to make me feel better about what happened to him. But sadly, even after watching the V Live, I still don't feel better. And so that's why I decided I need to come do a radio live right now in the middle of the night, and hopefully can feel better after talking about it with you guys. And then hopefully, yeah, this also helps you guys to really understand what happened. Um, yeah, and so the story doesn't end here. So Highline Entertainment, they released a statement about what happened to Wano. So this is where there's new things that happen. Okay, so this was around 10ish p.m. Yeah, so right now it's 12:47 a.m. So around 10ish p.m. In Korea, they released a statement about Wano's health. And so they said what happened to Wano is that during the performance, he started hyperventilating. So the Korean word they use for that, it does mean hyperventilating, but it can also mean heavy breathing, like just breathing too hard and not able to breathe. So I think in English, when we say someone is hyperventilating, I feel like that's really, really serious. Do you guys agree with me on that? So the Korean term, though, it could mean both hyperventilating or just overbreathing. Like, you just, are trying to catch your breath and you're just overbreathing. So I don't know how severe his like overbreathing was. So that's why I don't want to call it hyperventilation or overbreathing. Like, that's the vague thing with the Korean language, is that, one word can mean many things. So I do want to let you guys know I don't know to like what's the severity of his heavy breathing or hyperventilation. We don't know. So in that statement, they only use that word, and so they said because at that moment they quickly got him off the stage, and then the doctors, the medical team was there to help him. And so in that statement again, Highline says because Wano, his intention or like his will was so strong that we let him go back on stage. So I hate it when Highline, aka Starship, they always say this. And so when I read this statement, it also made me angry. Okay, so I'm just feeling all these things. I'm super sad. I'm angry. So let me explain more. So I hate it when they stress that because this is Wano's decision and his will and intention to do the concert is so strong, we decided like the company is not at fault of Wano doing the concert. Like, if something happened to Wano, like the company is not at fault. They'll be say like Wano wanted to do it. He wanted to do it. That's why we allowed him. But let's be real. Highline slash Starship would never ever let artists do what they want to do. Okay, so okay, sorry, let me calm down. Okay, so I really hated that they kind of put blame on Wano. So because of Wano's strong desire, that's why they let the concert continue instead of canceling it. Starship, like I said, if it was a life or death situation, but they would still have to think about it, okay? Only if it's that serious that they would cancel the concert, not because Wano was heavy breathing and not feeling good that they would cancel the concert and think the health of their artist is more important than continuing with the concert. I hope you guys understand where I'm coming from. You already know how Starship is as a company. Have you ever seen them cancel a concert because an artist was just feeling a little bit sick? That artist would still go on stage and perform while being sick, okay? I'm sure you guys have already seen stories like that. Let me calm down. Sorry, guys. So yeah, so so okay, sorry. So after reading that statement, it also made me angry. I kind of wish that Highlight didn't put out a statement, but of course they had to because everyone saw what happened to Wano. So Wano also said that at the concert, but again, I don't know if he's being honest, but he said like he didn't want to listen to the doctor apparently. Okay, so that Wano said, I know my body the best. I feel like I can do it, and so that's why I am choosing to continue the concert. But again, it's he says that, okay, because he doesn't want people to think the company is bad or at fault with this. But in all honesty, you guys have to remember it's always the company's fault. Like if a company cares more about their artists, they would show it all the time. But Starship has never shown that ever. Okay, so that's why I would never believe that Starship would actually care about their artists more than making money or losing money. You guys get what I mean, right? So okay. Yeah, so that's why again I'm still very glad in all honesty that Wano really was able to complete the concert. But the worry I have right now is that what exactly did happen to him? We still don't really know, and they're not ever gonna actually tell us what exactly did happen to Wano, okay? So everything they said is just surface level, 100% just surface level, and what exactly could have been more that happened. And so I'm really worried about Wano. Like, did him completing the concert actually make his condition worse? Like whatever health condition was going on with him completing the concert, is that now like um an after effect on him that he's gotten more sick after the concert? I don't know. Or like maybe right now he's at the emergency room, but we won't know. Okay, probably not. Okay, because that would really be on the news. But anyways, what exactly are they treating him with? What medication or what things are going on with him? I don't know. So I am still worried about Wano's health. I don't really believe that he's really 100% okay right now. And yeah, and like maybe they gave him some medication before the concert, before doing it the second time the concert that made him like, you know, more energy, and that's why he seemed kind of weird on the V Live as well. Like he was having like really, really a lot of energy, and also why he didn't cry, as well. So maybe he was on some kind of medication. In all honesty, so that made him complete the concert, and so later when the medication wears off, is he really okay? I don't know. I don't know. So I'm still very, very worried about him. Um, that's why I'm still feeling sad from everything that happened. I haven't really seen anything or felt anything to reassure me that everything is really okay. Um, um, I don't know. So, yeah, I'm not feeling good. I'm still not feeling good, and especially after I just told you guys everything that I know, and that you guys now have the whole story of everything. I know you guys probably have so much to say. I know. I need to get at them soon. So, I think that's all to say. I'm sure you guys have lots of questions. So before I get into it, because there's going to be so many things to talk about, I'm sure it is. So, I'll take a break and I will play the next song, the next song to hopefully that you guys would like these songs again. So it's like, calm songs, sometimes a little bit sad, but I hope that you guys will still enjoy listening. Yeah, so actually I feel like listening to this song. So this song is by 101. They are now disbanded, but I still love 101 songs, and this is called 봄 바람, or it means spring breeze. Yeah.
너희가 만나서 우리가 된 건 기적 다 꿈인 것만 같아 눈 감아도 선명하게 보여 더 잘해주지 못해 자꾸만 후회가 돼 그게 아닌데 내가 잊고 싶은데 더 너를 지나 밝은 빛을 볼 때 함께 느꼈던 따뜻한 기억들 내 편이 되어 빛나게 만들어주던 그 미소 그 눈물 날 불러주던 목소리 귀를 잡고 맴돌겠지 마주보던 서로의 눈빛이 그립겠지만 사랑 설렘 첫 느낌 선명히 남아 우리 다시 만나 봄바람이 지나가면 환하게 어색해 봄바람이 지나가면 우리 다시 만나 봄바람이 지나가면 한 번 더 안아줄게 봄바람이 지나가면 그때 보면 미안 늘 받기만 한 것 같았어 고마워 아름다워져서 덤빈 내 맘을 넌 더 가득 너로 채워줘서 지친 내게 손을 내밀어 너만이 날 숨쉬게 만들어 이제 매일매일 생일 birthday 난 새로 태어난 채로 내 편이 되어 달콤하게 만들어주던 그 미소 그 눈물 익숙한 너의 모습이 어쩌면 변해가겠지 마주보던 우리의 기억을 지금 이대로 사랑 설렘 첫 느낌 선명히 남아 우리 다시 만나 봄바람이 지나가면 안하게 웃을게 봄바람이 지나가면 그때라면 어렵지 않아 서로의 마음을 잘 알아 걱정하지 마그 누구보다 너를 아끼니까 다시 만나 봄바람이 지나가면 그렇게 웃을게 봄바람이 지나가면 다시 나를 다시 만나 봄바람이 지나가면 안아줄게 봄바람이 지나가면 그때 가면
Hope you guys like the song. Yeah, listening to it did make me feel better, so I hope you guys are the same. So I'll go to reading the last comment. I last read. And so Breezy says, I'm good. Glad to know you're good. I've been getting your YouTube notifications, but I've been busy every time you're on. What bad timing, but so happy to join now on like kind of a important one to me in all honesty. So I'm glad that you are here for this one. Um Breezy says they said she was great. So you, yeah, she was great. She sang and hosted the concert till he Wonho was better. Yes, glad you knew that. And I didn't see any videos about it, but all the Korean fans were saying like Soyu was such a pro and she really made everyone feel okay. And like I even saw one Korean fan say like go subscribe her YouTube channel because they really was so thankful to her. So just keep that in mind. All the Korean fans, at least all the tweets I've read from the Korean fans, they really really appreciated Soyu and like how pro she was at it. And so I was really appreciative of that too. I followed her on Instagram so far because Wano left a comment on her Instagram. And so yeah, let me tell you guys about this. So he said he left a comment on her Instagram post saying, thank you so much. Like he said that even though Soyu's throat was hurting, but she still sang all those songs, and he was so thankful for her and said, let's go eat together one day. And so that was just really sweet of Wano to leave that comment for her. And so yeah, and I was like, I'll follow you on Instagram, so you because I appreciate everything you did for Wano. And I found a lot of new things about Soyu because she recently left Starship. I'll talk about that near the end if I'm feeling better because I can't believe all that new information I just found out about Soyu and then why she decided to perform at Wano's concert. So I'll talk about that hopefully at the end if I'm feeling okay. Yeah. Um. Raquel says, "Oh no, yeah, yeah," and then Raquel's emoticons, Weenie's emoticon. I know, I know. So I guess this was the part when I was explaining about it. Um. Breezy says his dance team is so great too. I agree. They are so supportive of him and dance great as well. Yeah. Team Wano whooped. Weenie says that really breaks my heart into a piece. Me too. That's basically how I've been feeling the past 7 hours now, ever since I first saw the news about it on Twitter. Yeah. I'm still sad, guys. Like, I feel like crying, but the tears are not coming out. Do you guys have that feeling? I guess it's just me. It's usually hard for me to cry unless it's like something super, super sad. But yeah, but I don't know. I'm just still heartbroken too. I understand, Weenie. Um, Weenie also says, I really hope he's okay and got a lot of rest. I'm hoping that too. I'm really hoping that now that, he just finished the concert, hopefully he is resting now, drinking fluids or getting whatever medication he needs to get better, with whatever health condition he was going through. Hopefully he'll recover in a few days, hopefully, and nothing worse happened to him. That's still a fear of mine. Did he overwork himself because of to complete the concert while he was in poor condition? Is he really okay? I don't know. So let's just hope he's gonna recover. I just really hope so and that he's okay. Let's hope so. um Raquel says maybe it's something emotional, like maybe not related to his body. That's why maybe he was able to finish it. Yes, that's possible. Here are my guesses is that he was really tired. So emotionally, just super tired because, preparing for the concerts, right, this weekend, probably emotionally tired or like physically tired, like maybe he didn't get enough sleep or he couldn't eat, like, there's so much stress, to prepare for a concert and everything. Even though Wano is a pro singer, like he's been doing concerts all the time, but keep in mind this is his first time in like 2 years performing. Actually, 3 years, ever since 2019. Sorry, what? That's 2 years. Sorry, 2 years. Okay, but then it's his first time performing in front of people, and then his solo performance, solo concert. I mean, yeah, I'm sure he was probably under a lot of stress. So I think that's how I feel like is that he just had so much going on inside of him that it made him collapse sadly at that moment. It's really sad, but I think he just reached a limit, a breaking point at some point, and sadly it happened during the concert. So um yeah, that's my guess for now. So I'm hoping, physically he's okay. I sure hope so. But still, mentally, if you're so exhausted, you really need to rest and like recharge yourself. And I wonder if he will be able to do that. Like, will Starship keep telling him to keep working and not rest? I don't know. So that's why I still have many, many doubts. Does Starship really care about Wano's health, or are they gonna, make him keep working? Yeah, so that's concerning. These are the behind the stories about we don't know how their company really treats them. But I personally just don't think they're treated well. Like maybe they're like bare minimum, but I don't think well. So let's just hope for the best that Wano will be okay. I really hope so. Um, Melissa says, I'm so happy he has Team Wano with him through this, but trust Wano to care more about how the fans are feeling and handling what's happened. Right. Right. Wano, again, even during the V Live, he didn't want to talk about it. Like he didn't want to bring down the mood and just, said it in that one moment, and then for the rest of V Live, he didn't talk about it again. Um, yeah. Yeah, I mean, maybe majority of fans feel okay. That's great if they are. I'm probably a black sheep again. I still did not feel okay after seeing him in that V Live. It was great to see him how he was. Of course, like better V Live than no V Live. I would have been more worried if he didn't do a V Live. Um, but yeah, Sally, I still don't feel good. Um, yeah, and I don't know when I'll feel better in all honesty, but I'm hoping, talking it out with you guys, it'll at least get me somewhere and I can sleep okay tonight, hopefully. Um, Stephanie says, I think I saw someone say he called his backup dancers members. I don't know if that's intentional or not, or is that a joke, but they are technically his members. Like I remember seeing like when he was dancing with Holy Bang, that girl group dancers for Come Over Tonight, he accidentally called them members and he's like, oh sorry, not my members, but then the girls were like, no, you can call us members, and he's like, okay, so my members here. Yeah, so I don't know if they say it as like a joke or it's like he really likes to call them members, but I don't think it has anything to do with anything. Just he says what he says comfortable with. Um, Stephanie says, I didn't feel like he was faking how he felt, but he seemed to be brushing off what happened and tried to just ignore it. It was nice seeing him happy with the others, but I was still a bit sad. I feel you, Stephanie. Oh, yeah, of course. Like, of course he was like happy. Yeah, happy to be, with his dancers. They were eating cake, and then also a nice cute thing he did. He gave all the dancers Nike shoes as gifts. Very, very sweet of him to do that. So of course he was happy. Of course he was happy, but I honestly didn't feel like he was really all, it just didn't seem like everything was normal. Like he was covering up something, but he's trying to like, just, show that everything is okay and like being happy and stuff. Like some is genuine, some I just feel like there's definitely more that we don't know that they can't show us. So yeah, I felt that the whole entire time when I was watching the V Live, and is why I still don't feel good, because there's just so much that we don't know, that we can never know unless you work for Starship. Yeah, so that's also why I still can't feel good, because I can never know. Yeah, Rosemary says, "Thank you so much, dear. You're welcome. Yeah, to help you understand everything. Um, um, oh, okay. Breezy says it could have been he didn't eat or sleep properly. Yes, could have been. His body got too hot and went into panic mode. That's why he was hyperventilating. It's possible. That's a possibility. We don't know. We don't know, but it's possible. Yeah. Yeah. Um, um, Welcome, So Sol. I think it was my first time seeing you here. Welcome, So Sol. He or she says, thank you for the information. You're welcome. Again, I'm really glad to, yeah, if you guys didn't really know until now, after I explained, I'm really glad to let you guys know everything. At least everything that I know from what I found out from other fans. Yeah. Um, Weenie says, I totally agree with you. Okay. Okay, whatever my points I said, I'm glad you agree with me. Go Otis says, I think Weno's mom went to his concert too. That's a rumor. I still don't know. I did remember seeing a tweet like that. Like, do people know how she looks like? Because I personally don't know how she looks like. So how do people know that that's really Weno's mom? Maybe it was just a female relative of his, but I don't know. Unless like they talked with her and she said, yeah, I am Weno's mom. I don't know. So for now, I still take that as a rumor. Like, I don't know how people could have verified that that was her unless they know how she looks like, but I don't even know how she looks like, so, yeah. Um, sorry. Minrox Moon says, "Yeah, Star, let's call them I'll call them Star Poop when you yeah, Star Poop, is terrible. So glad you agree with me. They allowed Minyuk to perform and do extremely heavy and exhausting things when his knee was still healing. I was not a Monbebe at that time, so I was actually curious about how they were with past members, and because every member of Monster X, Wonho included, all 7 members of Monster X has had an injury or some kind of sickness happen to them. Is that, coincidence? No. Like there's something common about all 7 sadly got injured. Um okay, anyways, so Minhyuk, yeah, he got knee surgery. So he injured his knee from practice. That's the story I heard. That so like during practice, he injured his knee somehow, and then he had to get surgery for it. And then after he recovered, I don't know how long it was, but Minhyuk's Moon is telling me like when he was still recovering, they still made him go on stage to perform heavy and exhausting things. I'm not surprised, sadly. Yeah, so that's why I'm glad that you agree with me. Like Poop, they would, yeah, they would not cancel a concert when the artist is feeling, if it's not life or death, they would make them continue the concert. Yeah, and so they actually did that to Minhyuk, and I'm very upset to hear that. But sadly, not surprised. I really hope they leave Starship. At this point, if they don't leave Starship, I don't know what to think anymore. In all honesty, like why? Why would you want to stay there? And this goes into the conversation about Soyu. She recently left Starship. Good for you, Soyu. So glad you did. And I'll talk more about that later once I feel better to talk about it. Minhyuk's Moon also said, could what happened to Wano was similar to what happened to Juhani? It's possible. That's another possibility of what happened to Wano. So, Juhani, so this was not broadcasted, and so the people that were there. So this was one of the end of the year shows of 2019. So Wano, sadly just left the group, and then Monster X of course still had to promote Follow, and then they started to do end of the year performances. Even though Monster X must have been so sad, of course Star's just gonna be like, nope, you guys still got to go to work. So they were honestly looking quite terrible during Follow promotions. Like I went to support them at music shows and to see them perform, and they they sometimes they try to put on a bright face. They never mention about Wano. They say like, oh, how's everyone doing, and being um happy, but underneath it all, I could tell there is something there that didn't feel good, but I still wanted to go there and support them. And so that incident when Juhani collapsed on stage, I was there and I saw that. So that's why I mentioned to you guys that it is a traumatic thing, because I'm still traumatized by that. And so those weenies that were there and saw Wano collapse on stage, I want to believe most of them are probably feeling the same thing as me. When I saw Juhani collapse on stage, it was really, really painful to watch. I still can never forget it. I don't know if I should tell you guys all the details about what happened on that day. Because it's a long story, and right now it's 1:11 a.m. in Korea. I personally want to keep doing this radio live for as long as I need it. So if I'm right now not feeling tired, but I don't want to do this until 6 a.m. Until the sun comes up. That would be terrible. But so, um, I'll think about if I should say the Juhani story or not, but I don't think it's necessary right now. But Juhani um was also feeling really emotionally exhausted. I feel like at that time he was not, Wano just left, and everyone still had to perform, and and year the end ceremonies, it's always really exhausting. This was pre-COVID as well, so no restrictions. They were doing everything that they could do. And yeah, so I felt like at the time Juhani did not look good ever since the beginning when I saw them go on stage. Like Juhani was the last one to go on stage, and he did not seem good. And so I was worried about him while watching. Like I hope he's okay. And it seemed like he was okay until the ending of after they performed everything. That's when he couldn't keep standing anymore, and I was really, yeah, it still traumatizes me. So anyways, yeah, so if what Wano had happened to him maybe was similar to what Juhani had, maybe, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know, but yeah, that's just a guess for now. Yeah. Breezy says, I mean, Wano injured his shoulder during the We Are Here concert in Atlanta. I heard about that, yes. And he still went through the rest of the concert. He's tough and doesn't want to disappoint his fans. Right. Right. I know, but I mean, let's not think it's only the artist's decision that they want to keep going even when they're injured. Of course they want to, of course, but also I'm pretty sure the company Starship would not let them not perform the concert from an injury. Like if you are still standing and you are not dying, you're still going to perform in this concert. That's really, I'm pretty sure, what Starship mentality is. So, um, yeah, so sometimes I also feel like they don't have a choice unless they're dying, or I don't want to, whatever. We're on a sad topic regardless. So, that time when Wano couldn't perform at their Malaysia We Are Here concert because he lost his passport. That's like unavoidable. Like, he legit could not enter the country because he lost his passport. So that's why he couldn't attend it. And I don't know what consequences he had to suffer from that. What Starship had to suffer from it as well. And who knows, right? Who knows? But I thought was still very admirable. He still went to Malaysia and like did a V Live, but he couldn't perform at the concert at all. The concert happened with only the six members. So yeah, only a situation like that when it's unavoidable. That's when you can't perform at the concert. Yeah, I mean, while we're still on sad topics, do you guys remember when Gion injured his ribs? Rib or ribs? I don't know. Ribs. Okay. And it was the last concert in USA, which was in LA, and it was like being recorded and shown on V Live, and it was just really bad timing. He somehow injured his ribs. We still don't know how he injured his ribs. We still don't know, guys, but I want to assume something regarding one of their performances before that day, because that's all they did before that day, and then the next day said that Gion's ribs were injured. um, so anyways, yeah, but then Gion said like he would regret it for the rest of his life if he didn't go out and perform on stage in LA. And so he said that he took painkillers, and so he was able to go on stage and only sing but not dance. So only sit there and sing. So thankfully that was okay for him. But yeah, but I don't know if Starship really would say you cannot perform. In all honesty, I'm not sure, but um during the whole time Gion's ribs were injured, he did not miss any concerts. So because another thing to let you guys know, I saw their concert in Osaka, and so at that time it was the last concerts of We Are Here tour, and Gion was still recovering from his ribs injury. So when I saw their Osaka concerts, he was still sitting on a chair, only singing and not dancing. And so that was like a month after the start of his rib injury. So even then, he still, flew to Japan, but still was only there just to sit there and sing. Yeah. So, also with Gion's rib injury, like, did he really recover from it? I don't know. I don't know. So, yeah, that's just more for you guys to know about how Starship deals with their injuries, but they still go perform on stage unless you're dying or you cannot enter the country. You will go perform on concerts. Yeah. Anyways, but again, I was glad that I was still able to see Gion at the Osaka concert. In all honesty, but I would have been understanding, of course, if he wasn't there. But would have been heartbroken to not have seen him because he's my bias, as you guys know. But yeah, but anyways, gosh, it was such a rough time in 2019. And then yeah, and then after that, Wonho left, and then the pandemic happened. And so thankfully, we didn't hear any more injuries from the members, except Shonu. You guys know about all his injuries. Like, I don't know what exactly happened to Shonu. Like, I just maybe just after being a singer for 5-6 years at that time, like, he had all these injuries that he didn't know he had. So like, he found out he was injured when he went to the doctor for a checkup, and the doctor's like, yo, you're super injured, you need to go to the emergency surgery right now. That's what happened to his eye, by the way, guys. So that's crazy, right? If like, he was so lucky, like, he could have lost his eyeball, if like that doctor, if it wasn't convenient timing that the doctor realized his eye issue. And gosh, I just was thinking, and, at that time when they found out that Shanu's eye was injured, they were supposed to be doing the summer tour. If COVID didn't happen, they were supposed to be doing the summer tour at that time. So can you guys imagine if he actually did go on a summer tour with an injured eye? He could have lost his eye, not knowing that he was actually, sick with it. So honestly, that's just so lucky. So that's why I'm really glad, like, Shawnee had to take a break, so we didn't see him in Gambler, and now he's in the military service, and he's doing fine because he's not doing anything strenuous, since the military says he's very weak person, so he's doing social services. So thankfully, Shawnee's being fine. He's basically taking a break. I hope he's gonna recover very well from everything while he's on this, break during his military service. So yeah, so I mean, for the other members, I kind of wish they'd go to the military service soon so that they could like enjoy a break, in all honesty, and like, recover from whatever they need to recover from, and take a break from singing and dancing. Yeah, I really hope that. I really don't want to see any more members get sick or hurt. Like that's why I'm really worried about MX going to the USA soon, in all honesty. If I hear any news that one of them got COVID, you're gonna see me back here again with a sad MoWonHae Radio live, because that's gonna be so sad again. Like how I am sad about Wonho right now, I'm gonna be this sad as well when any of the members sadly catch COVID, when it could have been preventable, aka just don't go to dangerous areas, but they sadly are being forced to go because no government is stopping them from going to USA to perform there. So, yeah, yeah, guys. There's gonna be more sad news in the future. I'm thinking, in all honesty, but I'm still gonna hope for the best. Oh gosh, but yeah, it's gonna be too emotional for me too. So I'm really glad to be able to talk with you guys through these YouTube lives. Honestly, thank you guys for any of you guys that are okay with this sad topic and helping me, get through my emotions. And hopefully, we'll feel better by the end of this. And I need to read more comments. I always rant. Okay, anyways, um, okay, so Stephanie says, I think I'm gonna have to try doing some multitasking. You do you, Stephanie. Don't worry. And take a shower while listening. It's okay. Oh, it's Father's Day where she is. Happy Father's Day. What a weird coincidence when we were talking about her father earlier, me and her privately. Anyways, so I'm gonna visit my parents for a while. All good, and enjoy Parents' Day. No, enjoy Father's Day with your parents. Um Stephanie also says this song is beautiful. By the way, first time hearing it. Glad to have introduced this song to you, the 101 Pom Param song. I'm glad, and glad you like it. Um Oh, it's my first time seeing this name. Promoting Wonho is my full-time job. Great name. Love it. Welcome. I'll just call you, what should I call you? I'll just call you full-time job, since promoting Wonho is your full-time job. Welcome, full-time job. Okay, so, oh, were you at the concert? No. So I live in Seoul, but I did not go to Wonho's concerts because, COVID in Korea is still really serious, especially most of the new COVID cases are in Seoul. So, and the concert is in Seoul. So, I really don't want to risk it of me getting sick, or, I live with my family here in Korea. I don't want to get them sick. So, I personally chose to not go to one of those concerts. And of course, I'm sad about it. Hope you guys don't get me wrong. Of course, I'm sad, but I have to prioritize not catching COVID. Um, Minyox Moon says at Stephanie, wow, it's Father's Day where she is too. Happy Father's Day to all you guys celebrating. Um, Weenie says, sorry. Okay. Um, where'd you go, Weenie? Okay. Weenie says, let's pray, hope Wano is doing well and have a nice warm rest. That's what I'm hoping and praying for too. Thank you, Weenie, for saying that. Really, really hope so. And that once Wano feels better, we'll see him update us again whenever that would be. So I'm really hoping I don't hear from him for a while, in all honesty, because I'm really hoping he's resting and recovering from whatever happened to him. Yeah. Um, Stephanie says, and Minhyuk's mood. Oh, nice. Yeah. Full-time job says, guys, everyone at the concert said he looked fine afterwards. I was very upset as well when I first heard it. And full-time job also says, don't worry about it too much, weenies. Yes. I thank you for saying that. For me too, because I'm still trying to feel better. Yeah, I saw some photos and a few videos of Wano at the concert, and he seemed fine, definitely. And then we saw him on the V Live later, and he still seemed fine, but not normal. In all honesty, he didn't seem normal to me. So I felt like he was under some medication to help him, be awake and be able to, keep going. So I felt like he took something from the doctors, and at that moment he seemed fine. And right now, now that he's back at home and it's nighttime, is he doing okay too? I mean, I'm hoping he's taking whatever medication he needs to get better and resting. But yeah, I yeah, I want to safely assume he is okay. I want to believe that, but I'm kind of worried on his future. Like, what if this happens again? Like, what are we gonna do about it then? You know, like, did he give himself any long-term effects, because he had to finish the concert in that condition? Does he have any long-term effects that will he ever tell us about? Will that ever, you know, be an effect on him in the future? That's why I'm really worried about all their health. Like, they are all under 30 years old, international age. They're all under 30 years old, but they are, their bodies are like 50 or 60-year-olds already because of, how much they strain their bodies from being a K-pop singer. Yeah, yeah, so I don't know. Of course, I want to see them be singers for as long as possible, but I really want them to prioritize their health first. If you are sick or you end up with a terrible sickness of something, then you can't continue as a singer anymore. So you have to prioritize being healthy so you can so you can continue doing what you love and being with the people that you love too. So that's why I always tell them you have to make sure health is your number one priority. And also same thing to you guys too. Health is really number one. More important than money, more important than your job. Like without health, everything in life is meaningless. So yeah, it's really important, guys. And that's why, I didn't go to the concert. I had to prioritize my health and I really don't want to ever catch COVID. Um so yeah, so I'm gonna hope that all seven guys will be okay. Yeah, Breezy says, I was at the Atlanta concert when it happened. Oh my goodness. I didn't have the high touch, but some of my friends did, and they said he could barely lift his arm after the concert. Did I hope did he recover from it okay? Like, he was in USA. I don't know who is there to help them with medical help. I always wonder about that, given they're in a foreign country as a Korean. Um, I hope he's okay. And yeah, having to force himself, to high five everyone when he couldn't. That makes me sad. Yeah, it makes me sad. Yeah, Sylvia's here. Welcome, Sylvia. She says, really hope that he's okay. Me too. And probably just feeling too overwhelmed since it was the last day of his concert. I assume that, just emotionally he was going through a lot and that's what happened. And I just really hope, yeah, emotionally and physically that he's really okay. I really hope so. Estelle is here. Hi, Estelle. She says, I hope he gets proper checkup at the hospital to be sure everything's okay. I also hope so too. Hopefully, surely he did. Please, I hope so. Like Starship being the worst company in the world, like I sure hope they are making sure that Wonho's okay. I hope so. Or at least Wonho being like, hey, I need to go to the hospital. Let me go to the hospital. Please, Wonho, please. I hope that he's making sure that he's taking care of himself. Um, go order says star poop. Yes, yes. If you guys don't know, if any new people here, I cannot swear. Like it's just I never develop a habit, and none of my family members swear. I mean, some of them do, but I grew up in a household where like we didn't grow up swearing. Anyways, yeah. So I don't ever swear, but yeah, star poop. Yeah. Breezy says, LOL, I didn't hear that about his mom. Oh, okay. There's pictures of Wano and his mom from years ago on the internet. Yeah, I saw that as well. But how does his mom look like now? Most likely quite different because when you get super old, you look a lot older. Like my mom in particular, like she looks, I mean, she still kind of looks the same, but she definitely looks older now than she did 10 years ago. So that's why I can't say like, even though we have that picture of her mom, is that really how she looks like now? Most likely not. So yeah, so I don't know if people really know how she looks like or not, but yeah, that's why I still consider that a rumor. Um, full-time job says Starship overworks Monster X. That's why exactly. Exact. They have been overworked ever since debut. Like I remember from Midnight Idol, the Neighbor Now radio show with Gia and I am. They have said before that they never ever got a day off until recently, like a year ago, like until they actually asked the Starship, hey, we can't go on anymore unless we get some day offs. And so then at that point, I guess because, they're now kind of like seasoned, or maybe because Starship is letting them do whatever they want because they know their expiration is coming up. We don't know. But just after so long, finally last year, he said they finally got their first time getting day offs. Isn't that crazy, guys? That is ridiculous. So, I think it's so interesting. All of MX guys are also being more honest about Starship. Like, they're showing how like they're not satisfied, and also how like yeah, they didn't get a day off until last year for the first time ever since debuting as a singer. Yeah, so overworking is an understatement. They were overworked, but to the point where like it's not like what's the word I'm looking for? They're contract employees, so they technically don't have any like employee rights. You don't get paid time off. I don't know if they have like health insurance under well, in Korea every citizen gets health insurance, so never mind about that. But employee benefits. Like Gian also mentioned this before. We're contract employees. We don't have employee benefits. He said that before in a radio show. Yeah, so is terrible. So that's why they are allowed to be overworked because they are contract employees. So terrible. Yeah, so workers' rights, is that the right word for it? Yeah, so that's why so terrible. It's so terrible. K-pop companies do this to their artists. But sadly, most companies do this. So it's not only Starship, even though I only say badly about Starship, but every K-pop company is in some sense like a mini Starship, you know? So what exactly is a good company out there? I'm not sure. Even if you say like, this company seems like it's good, but it's not super good. None of them are. So only like bare minimum good. That's if you think bare minimum is good, but I don't consider that. Um yeah, so Starship is legit dirt. I call them that. Not like poop is bad, but they're dirt to me. I want to step on them and like, you know. Okay. Okay, moving on. Yeah, I need to calm down a little. Um Stephanie says there are a few pictures of his mother and she had a cafe once. I forgot about that. She had a cafe. Well, Wonho bought a cafe for her. I remember about that, but I was never able to go to the cafe before it got it closed. We're able to see her. I'm still not sure if it was her at the concert. I hope it wasn't. Okay, so still, that was a few years ago. I still don't know if like fans can really say that that's really how she looks like. Well, yeah, that's a good point. So maybe many fans do recognize her, but still, that was a few years ago. Like age really ages you later. And I assume she is quite at least a senior citizen, given Wonho is her first child, and Wonho is almost gonna turn 30. So you know, yeah, anyways, I still consider it a rumor until someone really confirms it that anyways, it doesn't matter if his mom was there or not, a lot of things could have contributed to him not feeling well, whether his mom was there or not, okay? So let's not think about that, and if she was there, that's cool. If she wasn't there, that's cool too. Yeah. Um, Breezy says star poop. Yeah, I'm glad you guys think that's funny. Thank you. um, Minhyuk's Moon says, I saw a video of Minhyuk stumble down because oh no, sorry, oh, okay, sorry. Okay, so I saw a video of Minhyuk stumble down because his knee was hurting so bad when they were overseas. It was Taiwan or some southeast country. It still haunts me after 5 years. Man, man, yeah, that's upsetting. Of course, that's so upsetting, and that just, again, that just I hate Starship. Okay, like that's the thing. Even if the artist wants to choose to not perform, I honestly don't think they have a choice unless you really can't, like you're not in the country or you're dying, So, yeah. Yeah, I hate it too. I hate it too. And like, maybe, on that day when I saw Juhani collapse on stage, like he was not feeling good all day, but he didn't have a choice to not do the performance, So he had to like push through it. And so he pushed through it and he performed the two stages that they did on that day until the end, but at the end, like he really couldn't stand up anymore. And yeah. Same thing how yeah, okay. Yeah. Yeah. So all seven members, they all have went through something. Injury, anything, you know. And that definitely happened from being overworked as a K-pop singer, 100%. Yeah. Breezy says, "Oh, I know they don't really have any choice." Yeah. Yeah. Full-time job says Gion was insane for performing in that condition. I agree. Yeah, yeah. Minhyuk Moon says, I heard they said Gion injured himself when they were playing football. I think there were staff too. Really? Interesting. He injured his ribs from football. I wonder. But again, that's still a mystery. I don't know what's really fact until Gion himself tells us how did he injure his ribs. But for some reason, he still has not because he wants to keep it a secret, and that's okay. So yeah, still a secret. Yeah. Um, Breezy says, I mean, MX had to go on stage and perform Follow for one of the award shows, and I am and Minhyuk both slipped. My heart stopped watching that. Mm, yeah. All of MX guys have had so many situations where they slipped on stage but still had to continue performing. And not only that one, but you just reminded me of Wonho at a Golden Disc Awards when they were performing with On Water and he injured himself somehow, but he still went through the end of it and performed it like no other. I didn't even notice that he got injured until I saw fan cams of him. So he is such a pro. All of them were such pros. But yeah, that's again just showing the instances that they've been injured so many times from bad conditions and overworking. Mm, Minix Moon says you weren't a Monbebe, but MX did world tour when Hyungwon wasn't there. Yes, I wasn't a Monbebe then, but I know about that. Yeah, when he wasn't there, he had some issues with ankle, if I remember correctly. Yeah, again, I wasn't there, so I don't know if I'm remembering what I heard about it correctly too. But yeah, he got injured and didn't go to their first world tour because he legit couldn't walk, I assume, and that's why he ended up not going. And whatever consequence happened with him not being able to do it, yeah, but then I remember near the end of that tour, he was able to go to some cities. If you guys were Monbiz at the time, if you can confirm with me on that. But I remember seeing fan cams of him at some cities later when he was able, but I sure hope he fully healed by then. But, that just shows, you know, like he couldn't miss a lot of shows. Like, and there was a point where it's like, hey, okay, Hyungwon seems okay. Like, let's send him to South America and North America to perform. So yeah, Breezy says Shawnu's eyes and his back. Yeah, yeah. So Shawnu had an eye injury, back injury, and also shoulder injury. They mentioned about it a lot that he injured his shoulder a lot. Yep, yep. Stephanie says, to be honest, I'm actually relieved you didn't go to the concert now. I wouldn't have wanted you to see that. Stephanie, I was thinking that as well. When I first heard the news about that Wonho collapsed, my heart collapsed too. Just reading that on, coincidentally on a tweet, and yeah, I was, yeah, I remember Stephanie telling me that you were also like you almost collapsed too yourself when you saw the news. So like Stephanie definitely like had more of a reaction to when she heard the news about Wonho collapsing on stage. But for me, like I was just emotionally like really not good. And so yeah, if I was there, if I did go to that concert and I saw it, I like it would have brought back so many bad memories from me seeing Monster X get injured. And the thing is, like, I saw Wano for the last time on stage when they did follow at M Countdown, which was his last stage at all with Monster X at 7. So I was there. I went to the pre-recording for it, and I remember that Wano was really sad because there were all those rumors about him. So I remember him on stage. He didn't say anything to the fans. He just looked really, really sad. And sadly, that was my last memory of Wano until the next day, like he left the group. And so that's why I still have bad memories. Not bad memories. I was still traumatized from that last performance of M Countdown, of seeing my last time seeing them at 7, which I didn't think was gonna be my last time seeing them at 7, but I wanted to be there and I was hoping Wano would be okay. But I remember him looking so sad on that day. And so that's why I still have, trauma about that. And then anyway, so then if I was at the concert and I saw One collapse, I would have just cried. I would have just broke down. I would have been like, this is just not what I was hoping for. So yeah, so even though I'm still sad now, but would have been so much worse if I was there. So things happen for a reason. I'm really glad I didn't go, in all honesty, now because of that. But I'm still sad. I'm still sad. Like, even it's great that I don't feel more sad if I was there, but I'm still trying to feel better. And yeah, yeah, yeah. Soso says, thank you so much. That felt like a small therapy session with you. Oh, I'm glad. And again, I actually am feeling slowly better. Not totally better, but I am also feeling better talking with you guys. It feels like, yeah, we're having a small therapy session for MoWonHae Radio. It's sad, but hopefully therapeutic. Yeah. I wished I had that during the follow era. Girlfriend. I'm assuming you're a girl. If not, let me know. But Soso, during follow era, um I just so I started this YouTube channel like 2 weeks before Wano left Monster X. So when he left Monster X, I had all these plans of what I wanted to do for this YouTube channel as my case shopper. And then when he left 2 weeks after I started the YouTube channel, I'm like, I cannot do any videos at all. Like I was left alone. I was contacting just I don't have any real life Moon Vivid friends, but I was just contacting friends that know, you know, how I'm feeling. I just contacted them to try and feel better and getting through it all. Yeah, but I didn't have any real Monbebes to talk about with. So that's why I also feel sad that I didn't have you guys as well. And like, this kind of sorry, this kind of yeah. Yeah, that I didn't have this during follow era, and I wish I did too. So thank you for saying that. So I'm glad that at least we were able to do it now. Okay, like better now than later. So I'm also really happy that um to able to do this here, and yeah, trying to make myself feel better. But yeah, I wish we could have had this during follow era too, but I hope everyone got through follow era, okay. It took me like a month. Guys, it took me a month to get over Wonho, like, after leaving Monsta X. But guys, that was like totally worse than seeing him collapse. Okay, so that's like a whole different story. Okay, I'm hoping in a few days I will feel better from seeing this happen to Wano. So I'm really hoping after a few days you'll see me in a brighter mood, and I'll talk about the MX comeback stuff that came out that I didn't talk about yet. So yeah, I'm hoping. Yeah, so yeah, I'm just talking with you guys again. It's really helping me too. So I'm glad for you guys too. If it's helping you too. That was my hope. So I'm glad. Um, Cherry, dude, were you a customer? I don't think so. I don't think so, right? But well, welcome, Cherry. She said, I hope it's nothing too serious about Wano's injury. I hope so too. Whatever it's like, mentally, physically, whatever is going through with him, I hope nothing serious happened too. Cherry also says, I think Wano leaving really hit MX members hard. 100%. Guys, and Wano was, Sean is the leader of MX. He's definitely, if he left the group would have been, would also be so hard on them. But Wano, he was like the second leader of MX, and like, of course that must have been hard on everyone, of course. And yeah, and I saw them perform for the first time without Wano during follow promotions, and it was not feeling good. Like they were trying to, keep, make us happy and like, not show that they're sad. But you could still feel it. You could still feel it when I was seeing them perform. But I was happy to support them even during that sad time. And yeah, that was my last time seeing them perform before the pandemic. So no regrets at all, of course, even though I was so sad seeing them perform as six members. But it helped me get through it in some sense as well, seeing them perform as six and that they all seemed okay. But I still sensed some sadness, but I too was also sad. So we were like feeding off of each other in some sense. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So of course, the members did not want Wano to leave. I'm pretty sure none of them wanted him to leave. Yeah. Um. Oh, and then Cherry also says, which has prompted members to be more honest, maybe. I agree on that. After Wano left, they all became more honest and were more, blunt. And they're like, okay, so when they were as MX7, they would always compliment Starship. And I hated it, but I was like, hey, if Starship is treating you okay, then I'll also accept it as okay. So they would always compliment Starship. But then after Wano left, then they started bad mouthing Starship all the time. So I was like, it shows, okay? They were not hiding it, which I was very happy to see. So that's why I still really feel like MX did not want Wano to leave and they don't like their company anymore. So I'm hoping they're not going to renew, but we still have to wait and see. Okay, I need to take a break, guys. Okay, so I know there's still lots of comments to read, but I feel like let's take a break. And the next song that I want to play for you guys, the meaning of the song is a little bit sad, but it's a really nice song to listen to. So I hope you guys like it. It's by Brave Girls. Any Brave Girls fans here? But this is their latest song, if I remember correctly. It's called 술 버릇. So that means, translated from Korean to English, that means a drinking habit, like drinking alcohol habit. But the official English title of this song is After We Ride. So if you guys want to look it up and if you guys like it, that's the English title. And Korean title, though, is 술 버릇. Let's go. Oh, sorry. 1 second. I want to play on the speaker, not on my phone. Okay, 1 second. Is it? Is it? Go. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. So I'm doing like Bluetooth connection to my speaker. Oh dear. Oh dear. Short technical difficulty on MoWonHae Radio. Thank you for your understanding. Oh no. Oh no, speaker. Oh no, speaker. Come on. Okay.
번호 실수로 눌러버린 통화 버튼 기억이 나지 않아 내 슬퍼를 눈 뜨면 또다시 후회뿐인 내맘 막막했던 그날 그처럼 말이었던 그 사이보다 좀 더 멋진 것만 같아 아픈 내 맘 왜 몰라 그대를 잊어라 Once in a while we 이 너를 못 잊어 이별이 아직 내게 익숙하지 않았고 이 너를 기억해 아직도 내 말은 너에게 들려가 내 슬퍼를 슬퍼를 우리 끝난 거잖아 나도 알고 있단 말야 어떻게 나 forget All the days and now we have 넌 나빴어 넌 네가 없으면 믿는 나에게서도 부재져서 수많은 미스터미스 I miss you Boy I wanna see you 네 폰을 계속 울리면 나도 울어 그러면 또 기댈 거라면 no 내 손을 이미 hitting your love 이 말을 못 잊어 이별이 아직 내겐 익숙하지 않아 이 너를 기억해 아직도 내 머린 너에게 들려가 내 슬퍼를 슬퍼를 뻔만 소린 폰콜 알콜 이런 힘을 빌려 다시 한번 울려 너의 폰 내 버릇 알면서도 쏘고 모르는 척 받아주면 안 되니 I'm not drunk so so little tipsy 버릇 아닌 나를 잊지 못할 나의
Hope you guys liked it. Oh, if you guys were curious about this bunny doll I have, as you can assume, it represents Wonho, a pink bunny, and the smile face, it's even if it hurts smile, that's the representation of that Wonho did. And yeah, a fan made this, and I wanted to keep it for myself, and I've always liked it because it's so cute. She's not selling it anymore. I'm sorry, guys, but yeah, so I just wanted to yeah, just try to feel better about Wano, so I wanted to bring this little doll here. Okay, so let's read the rest of the comments where I left off. Go Ore says, yeah, I'm guessing Starship knows they Monster X want to leave the company, so they're starting to loosen up a bit. I do think so as well. And also they started posting Monster X videos on the Monster X YouTube channel instead of the Starship channel. Go Ore, thank you for mentioning it. So I feel like, yeah, based on how Starship is treating them now and how Monster X keeps badmouthing them all the time, it really doesn't make sense. Will they really renew with Starship? So that's why another thing with Soyu leaving Starship, I feel like everyone's gonna leave Starship once their contract expires at this rate. I was still surprised with Soyu and Tasom, only two members from the start, that they wanted to renew with Starship. I was still surprised about that when they actually wanted to renew with them. I'm like, okay, you guys go and wish you luck. And then they maybe regret it now because Starship did nothing for them. And so I was really glad when Tasum left earlier this year, and now Soyu did. I'm still really, really happy for them. So I want to believe it's gonna keep going. So the next oldest singers in Starship is Monster X, since Soyu just left, So it's Monster X. They're the oldest artists in Starship. Everyone before them except K Will. K Will is just gonna stay with Starship forever, okay? That's K Will, okay? But everyone, yeah, they are the oldest singers in Starship now, and I personally will be so surprised if they renew with Starship. But everything is hinting. It seems like they are gonna leave. I really hope so. But then another point is that when we realize they're now only uploading on Monster X YouTube channel and no longer on Starship. So here's the thing. So all the other Starship artists like Cosmic Girls and Gravity, they also have their own YouTube channels, and their videos are now being on their own channels as well. So I've noticed that at the same time MX has been doing it, they too as well. But anything that's like major, like a music video, that goes on Starship. So I think maybe Starship just wanted to reorganize, like have everyone keep their own videos on their own channel, but then Starship channel is going to be only like the more official things. So here's the thing with MX Comeback coming out soon, the mood samplers are only on the Monster X channel. So I I assumed if it's anything concerning their new album or comeback that these mood samplers should be on Starship channel, but they're not. So then that makes me think the album preview later and the music video teaser, is it also going to be on Monster X channel? So then the official music video, is it also only going to be on Monster X channel? So we have to wait on that on Friday. Where do they upload it? Is it going to be on the Starship channel or the Monster X channel? So my thinking, if the official music video is only on Monster X YouTube channel, then I want to believe that is more confirmation they are going to leave Starship, in all honesty. But if Starship does upload it on Starship channel, that's not meaning a lot of things because they're still under Starship label right now. So, Starship would still own everything about No Limit. So if it goes on Starship YouTube channel, that's normal. It should happen, okay? But if it doesn't happen, I will be very shocked. Okay, so we have to wait and see. Okay, so this Friday, when we can talk about the music video and the album, everything, and surely I'll feel better by then. I sure hope so. So we could like talk about MX new album together. I'm really curious, where will the official music video be uploaded? Get ready. Yeah. Cherry says at Go Audit, more than likely they do make Starship a lot of money. Of course, they are making. They have made ever since their debut. They have made Starship a lot of money. Like they paid back their trainee debts. Once at Dramarama, which is like 2.5 years into their debut, they paid off their debt to Starship, and so after that, then they can make their own money, and then Starship still bears a lot of profit too. Um, um, even so, okay, even so, if whether Monster X wants to stay there or not, because it's making lots of money, but in all honesty, I don't want to believe they really are like being managed by Starship in the best way possible, also making the most money possible. Like, I mean, I don't know, but I mean, if they only want to stay there because of money, I really would be disappointed. In all honesty, but here's the thing: if Starship really wants to keep Monster X, they should be treating them better, but they're not. Like Monster X is still bad mouthing them. So if Starship wants to keep Monster X because they're a big money maker, they should be treating them better, but they're not. Okay, so yeah, so that's why I'm thinking Starship probably doesn't want them either. Like they're devoting more time to Gravity and this new girl group that is like taking everyone by storm. This girl group, everyone is like looking forward to. And in Korea, I mean, like I see their views for their videos already and their Twitter and stuff. It's like everyone, they have so many fans already. So I think Starship is also like out with the old, in with the new. So yeah, I have a feeling like they really want to devote more time to the new groups and probably are going to be making more money than Monster X. Maybe, I don't know, but definitely they seem to be getting a lot of reaction so far. This new girl group, at least. So yeah, okay. Um, um, Full-time job says, in all honesty, what do you think they would do if they leave Starship in 2022? Well, let me go ahead and talk about Soyu's case then. So I just found this out all today. All right, so. Soyu was with Starship, but then her contract expired in September and she chose not to renew it. So she has not been with Starship ever since this past September. I didn't know that. I don't read all K-pop news. I thought I did, but I can't believe I missed that in the news. So anyways, yeah. So she left Starship already, and then like a few weeks after, like she signed with a new label. So she's already in a new label, and even though it's a small name label, but still, like she thinks this small name label is better than Starship. That's saying a lot, guys. So anyway, she joined into this new label, and she wrote on her Instagram like she will come back with more and better music to give to us. And so I do look forward to whenever her new album would be from this new company. I'll look forward to it. And so Another thing I just found out from Soyu. So I don't know if you guys know this, but Sistar, which are four girls. So two of them left. They are Pora and Hyorin. So when they left Starship, we found out their birthdays were fake. So Starship faked their birthdays when they debuted because they want to portray them as younger than they actually are. So they are actually 1 year older than their birthdays when they were in Sistar. So when they came out of Starship, realized their birthdays, they are actually 1 year older. And then with Soyu, I did not think it would happen with Soyu too, but after, okay, I don't know if this is 100% true. I just saw it from one tweet from one Korean person. So I don't know if it's true, but I wouldn't be surprised. Okay, so Soyu is her birthday was also faked by Starship as well. So she's actually 1 year older than what her birthday is. But she her fake birthday, it was she was considered a fast birthday, so her age is actually still her real age, but her birthday is considered a fast birthday to make her seem younger, but she is considering herself 1 year older. So she's still the same age, but the birthday just totally different. And so, I don't know why Starship does that. So I was so shocked about that. And so I was like really happy to know the truth about Soyu's age. And so now it makes sense why the members, I mean, the Monster X members, they call her Nuna, but then, older sister in Korean from a male. But then, Wano, I'm 100% convinced his birthday is fake. Okay, so I know this is off topic, but I'll get into it. Get into it soon. But so Wano's birthday on paper is 1993 March 1st. Now here's the thing: he considers himself a fast birthday, so he doesn't consider himself the same age as other 1993 kids. He considers himself the same age as 1992. So that's why him and Shanu, they don't call each other older brother; they call each other friends. So he considers himself 1992, but I have always been curious why he doesn't call Soyu Nuna, older sister, because on her profile, her fake birthday, she's considered a 1991 person, but Wano never called her an older sister. And I'm like, why is that? And so in his comment to Soyu on Instagram, which just happened like a couple hours ago, saying thank you for performing at his concert, he does not call her older sister in the Instagram comments either. And so now that I know her real age is she is born 1991 exactly. So that's her real age. And so Wano not calling him older sister, he must be a fast 1992 or he's born in 1991. Guys, I know he must be. He should be. Okay, so I'm honestly convinced, given he does not call Soyu his older sister. Okay, so he must be a fast 1992 or 1991. So guys, yeah, I'm sure Starship faked his birthday. It must be. Okay, but the rest of the MX guys, I don't think they were faked because it doesn't seem like it, but it seems like it is for Wano. So Soyu is a lot happier after leaving Starship. It does seem like it, and she immediately joined to a smaller company. And so with MX guys, here's what I think is going to happen. Okay, this is my 100% guess based on how I've been seeing like what MXS is doing. So I think I want to hope as well, but I think all seven of them will leave Starship once their contract expires. I don't know when exactly the contract expires, but I want to believe 2022. And I want to believe all seven of them don't want to renew. If any of them renew with Starship, I will be honestly super shocked, in all honesty. Okay. So I believe they will leave Starship. Now, there are two choices they can do. They could start their own company and, manage themselves. I wish they can do that. And I think they have the capability to do it. Except, do they believe in themselves to do it? I'm not sure. But I would love to see that. But that's a possibility. They may do that. Or they could go the GOT7 route. So GOT7 did not renew with JYP, and all seven members joined different companies, but they still joined as a GOT7 in a new company. Like they still are GOT7, but still for now, all seven of them want to do their own solo things. So MX could do that. They could, but I honestly don't want to believe they want to do that. Like none of them ever have agreed to do a solo thing. MX guys, but then I don't know if they've been lying this whole time, not saying like they don't have agreed for it, but we don't know. But that's a possibility. But I don't want them to do that. But it's better than staying with Starship still. But it's a possibility. But okay, that could happen. Or all seven of them want to join a new company, like whatever the new company. Maybe it's a smaller company or a big company. We don't know. But that would be great if all seven of them want to join a new company that hopefully treats them better than Starship as well. Those are the three possibilities. I really cannot guess which one they're going to do, but I want them to make their own company and manage themselves. That's what I want. But we really don't know what the guys will do. And so I just gave all the possibilities. If there's a new possibility that I'm not thinking of, oh, maybe they don't want to continue being a singer. That's a possibility too. Okay, so I don't want to exhaust everything, but anything can happen. But I honestly do want to believe none of them will renew with Starship, and I'm hoping as well. Okay, Minyox Moon says yes. Hyungwon was able to go to Europe. Okay, okay. I saw them twice that year. I'm glad you did. Oh. I just lost it. Oh no, sorry. Oh no. What? Oh. Oh no, maybe because I'm a little bit tired, I lost my spot. So sorry, guys. 1 second. Oh no. Okay. Minyox Moon. Saw Hyungwon go to Europe. Saw them twice. He was there, great. I think he was missing many American countries and cities. Okay, my bad. I wasn't sure where he went, but he went to Europe. Okay, good to hear. Yeah, and I'm glad you got to see him, and he seemed okay, right? I assume. I really hope that he was okay. Um. Oh, Melissa says, didn't Shanu dislocate his shoulder during Real Men? That's right. And then finish the show anyway? Yes, he did. That couldn't have been good for him. 100% right. 100% right. I don't know if that was the start of his shoulder injury, but the members always keep saying that he has weak shoulders. Like, I don't know from when, but he always did, sadly. So, yeah, and that was not good what he did on Real Men, too. I know, but he did it because he's I don't know, that's Shawnee for you. He's just like, oh, I'm gonna keep going, even though, I think with his eye thing, okay, I like Shawnee would be that person. He's like, oh, my eyesight is a little bit fuzzy, but he originally has like bad eyesight, so he's probably like, oh, it's probably nothing serious, and he wouldn't go see the doctor and think that it was serious. But just thankfully he ended up going to the doctor because he wanted to get LASIK, but then they realized, whoa, you need to go get surgery, so yeah. So I feel like Sean is that person. He's like, oh, if I'm not dying, I'm not gonna go to the hospital. I feel like he's that kind of person. So just thankfully they caught everything in time. They made him not do Gambler because he was really he really can't do any more dancing anymore. So I do wonder, after he comes out of the military, would he be able to continue singing and dancing? I really wonder, will he be able to like be fully recovered and can be okay? I don't know. So I also sometimes wonder, will Shanu retire? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Of course, all of us will be sad, but yeah, but health comes first. If you really can't continue singing, you could do other jobs as a celebrity without singing and dancing. So I hope that if Shanu really, needs to prioritize his health, there are other routes that he can do. So I don't want to believe he would ever like stop his career, but I just don't know if we'll ever see him like really dance and sing like he used to be. But yeah, we have to wait and see. But yeah, always waiting for Shanu until he comes out of the military. Melissa says, I know all companies do it, but it just upsets me. Every time I see a K-pop artist perform when they're unwell, mentally, emotionally, or physically. I 100% agree with you. When I see any artist, like I feel more sad when it's my bias, Monster X. But then if I see any artist like having to perform when they're sick, I'm just like, gosh, it's just so terrible, and no one wants to fix it. It's just like, and all these current companies are like, this is normal. Like, you have to deal with it. That's why no one is fixing it. I don't know. I really hope one day someone will fix it. I mean, I don't know. Sometimes I think about for myself, like if I want someone to fix it, maybe I should do something to fix it. But I'm just only my K shopper for now. But I still have that thought, if no one else is gonna fix it, I want to do it myself. I'm that kind of personality, But I'll be hoping one day. Melissa says, it seems like they view their artists as assets as opposed to people. 100%, Melissa. All K-pop companies do that. I have yet to really see a K-pop company that values the person more than their job. You know what I mean? It's like, you gotta continue to make money all the time. Like, you're an asset. Yeah, basically seeing them as an asset and not caring how they are unless you're dying. Okay, that's the only reason where they would actually care for you if you're dying, okay? Because if you die, then you can't work anymore, You guys get what I'm saying? So, yeah, so that's always been how K-pop is, guys. It's the sad reality of it, but I think it's really important you guys should know, like, this is how it is, Stephanie says, yeah, they really stopped kissing Starship's butt when they let Wonho go. 100% right. Glad you noticed that, Stephanie. Cherry says, thank you for welcoming me. Oh, you're welcome, and thank you for joining. Stephanie says, technical difficulties. Yes, yes. Good thing it worked eventually. Yes, it did. Thankfully. And Stephanie says, oh, the beginning is definitely giving me anime opening vibes. So she's talking about the song I recently played, 술 버릇, After We Ride by Brave Girls. I did not think at all I had anime opening vibes, but if you are feeling it, that's cool. But yeah, I love that opening and just the whole song in general. It's a sad song, but it still makes me feel good every time when I hear it. I like these kinds of songs. So glad to share with you guys and glad that you like it, I hope. Um um Oh, Rim MXWH. Welcome. I don't think I've seen you here before. Welcome, Rim. He or she says, hi, I always watch your streams. Oh, really? Welcome and nice to meet you. Because you give the ground reality of every situation. That's who I am. That's the thing. That's who I am. But thank you that you appreciate it. I was wondering, most groups that renew their contract announce the news 1 year earlier. Right. So MX could be leaving Starship. That's right, Rim. First off, nice to meet you and thank you for enjoying the streams. Thank you. I'm glad. So nice to meet you. Anyways, good point because 17 who was with Playlist Entertainment but they got bought by Hybe. So they're now under BTS label Hybe and they renewed their contract 1 year earlier. So you reminded me about 17, which means that they're very satisfied being at Hybe and want to continue being 17 together, which is awesome, right? That's awesome. And yeah, that really shows. But then I don't think Hybe is a great company. Okay. I have so many so many things to say because I used to be a BTS fan and I hate Big Hit with a passion. I mean, Starship more so in all honesty, but I still hate Big Hit, but maybe they got better now. Maybe, but then maybe they treat their artists okay. Maybe that's why everyone still seems to be happy there. Then that's fine. But I personally didn't like Big Hit because I got mistreated by them as a fan. Like not directly, of course, but passively. Big Hit is terrible to their fans. I mean, Hybe, Big Hit, terrible, absolutely terrible. And I do not want to like an artist when their company is treating me so badly like that. So that's like a totally different um thing as to why I hate Big Hit Hype so much. But yeah, but with Starship's like everything. Not only do they mistreat fans, in all honesty, Starship I feel mistreated by them, but not as bad as Hype in all honesty. But also I hate them because of how they mistreat Monster X as well. So yeah, so I want to believe as well they are not going to renew with everything we're seeing so far. Yeah. Cherry says, I saw tweets that K-pop artists attended Wonho's concert. You're right on that. I remember seeing them talk about it. The artist, I mean. So what's his name? I keep forgetting his name. Sogwon? Sogwon? So Sogwon is now what's his stage name now? I forgot his stage name. Okay, but he's in a group called Cypher, except he used to be in No Mercy with the rest of MX guys, and they're still friends with him. And he posted on his Instagram that he went to go see Wonho's concert on Saturday, and he said it was great and he loved it. So that was so cute that Wonho invited him to go watch it. And then today, Astro member Moonbin, if you guys know him, Moonbin from Astro, he said, I believe there was a post or someone saw Moonbin there that he was watching Wonho's concert the second day, yesterday, and that's the one where Wonho collapsed sadly, and so hopefully Moonbin still enjoyed it. But yeah, but that's cool that Wonho is friends with Moonbin from Astro, and those are all the ones I've seen so far that are like confirmed that went. But Wonho is a friendly guy. He has so many singer friends, okay, and he is still friends with Monster X. If you guys like don't know about that, he 100% is still friends with Monster X, and he still friends with all his other singer friends in the industry, which is very nice, and inviting them to the concert. Yeah. Mm, Stephanie says, I'm a slow multitasker since I focus too much on the sound, but I finished the shower and am now playing games. It's all good, Stephanie. You just pop in anytime you want. It's all good, Stephanie. But again, just thank you for even joining me. I'm like almost 2 hours in, and I should end soon. Right now it's 2:07 p.m. I wish. Right now it's 2:07 a.m. in Korea. I'm slowly feeling better, guys. I am actually. Yeah, just getting that all out, just letting out all my emotions and letting out, everything really made me feel better. That's, that's just part of my personality. It really makes me feel better. So Yeah, and then hearing all your response and your thoughts on it also makes me feel better, like realizing these things and talking about it like this. Yeah, I think I'm feeling better, guys. I hope you guys are. Like, you guys, let me know if you're feeling better or if you still need to talk about some things. We'll love to talk about it, and like until everyone like feels better. I mean, conclusion. Surely Wano is okay and that he's resting now, and I just don't want to see this again. I really hope not. That's why I don't know if they're really preventing these things from happening again. That's also a worrisome thing. So hopefully not. Also, I'm worried about MX later. But yeah, let's just hope until they finish their contract with Starship that hopefully no more injuries, no more collapsing, no more sickness, no one catches COVID. Let's hope for the best. Yeah. Mm, Go Ore says 1 said Moonbeam from Astro attended. Yep, yep. Momo says hi again, Momo. I just woke up at 23:50. Okay, wow, yeah. So you're a few hours behind me. Okay, go back to sleep. It's okay. I'm gonna go soon anyway, Momo. It's all good. And I found that you're still doing a live. Yes, I am. And of course, please go to sleep if you need to sleep. And I will too soon. I should. I will soon. Um, Momo says, I hope I won't fall asleep while listening to this radio. It's up to you. It's okay. Honestly, because, since I'm speaking quietly, maybe this is like ASMR style in some sense. If you fall asleep, it's okay. All right. And of course, you can always watch this on replay later. But thanks for joining, regardless. Thanks, everyone who's been joining and talking with me. Thanks again. Full Time Job says, Starship faking birthdays is very weird of them. It's 100% weird, but the only reason they're doing that is because they think of you being younger than your actual age would make you more likable, aka get more fans. I don't know why. I don't know why. I personally don't think so, but Starship thinks that way. And again, this just shows more how weird Starship is. Okay, so yeah, and so I feel very more convinced now. Wano was not born in 1993. Now, I really hope March 1st is his real birthday. Surely, I hope I hope Starship is not faking him being born March 1st because this whole time of us being his fan, March 1st we always celebrate as his birthday. I would be. Anyways, surely he's still March 1st, but I really don't think he's born in 1993 anymore. But yeah, that's Starship for you guys. Yeah. Full-time job says not the 10 age discourse. I'm still confused about this, to be honest. But if he is older, how did he trick the government for enlistment? So, guys, the enlistment for military. So Shawnee wins because for sure his real birthday is thankfully his and I think the rest of MX is all their real birthdays. 1992, June 18th, and his deadline to go to the military was that time, July 22nd, and so that's why he went. Now, if Wano, as I assume he's either 1991 or 1992, there are other Korean singers born 1992 that did not go to the military yet. Like, I don't know if you guys know this guy. He is B1A4 Sande. Okay, I believe he's born March 1992. I have a friend who is a B1A4 fan, and I asked her just to make sure. He didn't go to the military yet, right? And she's like, yeah, we're still waiting until who knows when he will go to the military. And I'm like, that's so interesting, but he's born 1992. Unless, is his birthday being faked? I have no idea, but still, he's a singer, 1992, older than Shawnu. Still, no news about him going to the military yet. So he's one. And then there's another guy. I think he's from a boy group that is disbanded, I think, but it's called Zea, Zea, if you guys know that group. But I forgot what's his name. Dongjun? I think it's Dongjun. So Dongjun, he's also born 1992. And I have yet to see news that he went to the military. Yeah, unless maybe he did, but I didn't see the news. But I do know there are other singers born 1992 who are not going to the military yet, and I have no idea why. No idea at all. So my guess is Wano was born 1992. Surely, because 1991 he has to be going to the military now. Okay, so I think he's born 1992, but not sure if he's really born March 1st or not. And yeah, so I'm not sure what he's doing about his military enlistment, but also keep in mind, other singers born 1992 didn't go to the military yet either, and I have no idea what's going on with them. So with Wano, no idea as well. But I want to believe no later than 2022, he should be going to the military. Surely, Surely. And I also think the same thing for the 1993 guys, that in 2022, they should be going to the military as well. Yep. So, anyways, that's a mystery. So that just wanted to let you guys know. Minhyuk's Moon says there were rumors that Starship faked Minhyuk's birthday too, he's actually 94, and someday. Yeah, and someday it was a type. Some said, yeah, it was a typo, but it was in official things where okay, where it said he was 94, and you said weird. Yeah, okay. I have seen a random photo that said Minhyuk was 1994. In all honesty, I really think that must be a typo because I don't want to think Gion is not really 1993. Like Minhyuk and Gion, the way they talk to each other, they really, really talk to each other like they are the same age. So if Minhyuk is 1994, which would be younger than Gion would never let someone younger than him speak to him that way. Like it's just a Korean thing. And also like Gion's personality, like he would never have someone younger than him talk to the way that Minhyuk talks to him, you know? And so unless Gion is also 1994, no way, guys. There's no way, guys. I don't want to believe it. And so Starship, they always fake it to make you young. Sorry. Yeah, to make you younger. So then, it's not surprising if they do want to make Minhyuk 94. Wait, am I thinking it correctly? Yeah, wait. Okay. So, wait. So, apparently it's 94, but then as a singer, they're saying Minhyuk is 93. Okay, this is where it doesn't make sense. Okay, if Minhyuk is really 1994, but then Starship debuted Monster X and say he's 1993. Starship has never done that to any singer to make them older than their real age. So that doesn't make sense as well. So I personally think that's a typo. I would be really shocked, in all honesty, really shocked if Minhyuk's birthday is really 1994. Then how would that explain Gion and Hyungwon then? So yeah, and then also with Juhani, I'm pretty sure is 1994. Then he like the way Minhyuk talks to Juhani, how Juhani talks to Minhyuk, like I really can't imagine it. So just my personal feeling, I think only Wonho's age is faked, but all the rest of the MX guys, it seems legit to me based on the way that they talk with each other. So with Wonho, the way that he talks to Shanu and to Soyu, that brought the suspicion to me that there's no way he really 1993 with the way that he talks to them. So, anyways, my personal opinion, yeah. So I know we won't know their real age. So bottom line, we won't know their real age until they leave Starship. Okay, so just putting that out there. Just thought to let you guys know, Tasom, who is the youngest member in Sistar, and she left Starship a few months ago, her birthday was not faked. So she's for real 1993. As far as I can see, her birthday is not faked. So, for her, 1993, but they didn't want to fake her age. So, yeah. Okay. Where did I leave off? Oh no. Okay. Wait. Okay. Melissa says people were debating at one point that Wonho's birthday was faked because of Ohoho episode. I saw that. People were saying he was actually born in 1992. Yes. So in that Ohoho video that she's mentioning, Wonho was doing like a full body scan, like health check, and in the screen of like saying like his stats and all his like health results and stuff, it says there his birthday is 1992 March 1st. Now, guys, when you're doing a health check thing, they're like, of course you should say your real birthday because it's your health check and you need to know what is your real age. So when I saw that, I was like, that must be his real age. And I want to believe it is, but we still have no proof of it. I think, yeah. So I remember fans in V-Lives were asking to Wonho, hey, are you born in 1993 or 1992? And then Wonho kept saying, I'm born in 1993. And I'm like, he has to say that because that's his profile and what Starship is like legally termed with him or something. That's his birthday on as I don't know. Anyways, I personally, based on that Oho video and seeing that it said 1992, like, come on. I yeah, so that also really makes me convinced. I really think he's born 1992. So okay, we have to wait and see until he leaves Starship. Um, Cherry says, "Have you heard anything about Wano's contract with Highline?" This is all I know about his contract with Highline. Okay, so apparently his contract with Starship got terminated. At least that's what the news articles say. But remember, guys, in Korea, people can fake news articles news. Sorry to say this, guys, but sadly they can. So the news article said Starship terminated the contract with Wano. And then either a day or 2 days after, then the news came out that he signed an exclusive contract. We don't know what exclusive contract means, but they wrote in there exclusive contract with Highline Entertainment. And then we found out Highline Entertainment is part of Starship. So I personally, okay, all my personal opinion, I think Wano's contract with Starship was never terminated. I think it just got switched or something happened for, the original 7-year contract is still there, but then like something like additional or something like to kind of twist it a little to have him under Highline Entertainment, but it's still the same thing as being under Starship, but then maybe just put it under a different name or something. So that's my opinion because, in all honesty, Wano is a smart person, okay? If if Starship terminated his contract, he better have been running away to a new place, okay? Why would he want to stay there, okay? I mean, unless there's some kind of reason that we don't know, but I mean, I personally don't want to believe that Wano wants to continue staying in this company, especially all the experience he's been through with Starship and Highline. He also does not talk very well about them either. Like he says, I'm proud to be in this company. Like he says that, but he's under contract still under them. So I I still don't know how to trust him. But he has times where he does badmouth them too. Okay, so yeah, I really don't want to believe that he is really there by choice. That he is there because he kind of is stuck there until the contract expires. So I don't know exactly. We all don't know their contract terms and when the exact date when it expires, and then especially because Wano has this exclusive contract with Highline, so we don't know, and we just have to wait until it's announced whether they renew or leave. That's it, and I'm really hoping they all leave. Cherry says Shonu was active while he was still on hiatus. That is a good point. So he was resting on hiatus, but he was still doing a lot of stuff, which is why I'm like, do you really consider that an artist on hiatus when they're still doing so much work? I don't know what Starship considers hiatus anymore. Okay, so everything Starship does, it's a big question mark. And again, this is how Starship is, and that's why at least I always get frustrated with them. So yeah, Shonu was very active, the most active hiatus K-pop singer I ever saw in my life. So I mean, but I really enjoy seeing all his Shonu AO videos on YouTube. It was great. So I was happy that he left us with lots of things to see of him while he's doing his military service. But now it's been quiet for a while, so I think maybe this is all that they prepared um of Shonu. And but I'm really hoping we see him again in something soon. We see later. Um Stephanie says, Shanu reminds me of my dad sometimes. He only goes to the hospital when it's serious. That's what I think Shanu is too. But his idea of not serious is kind of serious. Reminds me of Shanu too. Like, especially when he didn't even know that he was injured. Like, come on, you should be able to notice if your eye is having issues. Like, I feel like he realized his eye was having issues. But he's like, I know, it's nothing, I really, but then it turned out he needed surgery for it. Like, come on, it must have been so serious. So, yeah. Yeah, so Stephanie, watch out for your father. If your father says it's not serious, but it's kind of serious, I hope that you can convince him to go to the hospital if you really think he should. Okay, so yeah, like Shanu needs people in his life to like make sure he's okay. But he's being watched over at the military well. I'm pretty sure. So they probably have to do COVID tests all the time with whatever like military duties they're doing. So I want to believe he's being taken care of okay at the military, and just hope he's healthy and well. Full-time job says Wano posted on Fan Cafe just now. So guys, I am I do have the fan cafe app, and I see their fan cafe, but sadly I am not leveled up in Wonho's fan cafe, so I cannot see anything that he posts. So if you guys don't mind, if you wanna let me know what he posted. Is it something sad, or is mm, um yeah, if you guys can let me know, and then I could translate for you guys. So if you guys can like send me a message on Twitter, if anyone, yeah, if anyone has, yeah, if you can, or just post it here. I don't know. But yeah, I'm very curious to see, or maybe should I go on Twitter? So usually people post on Twitter quite quickly, right? I mean, you're not supposed to post fan cafe things on Twitter, but I have yet to see Starship ever reprimand someone for posting it on Twitter. So let me see very quickly if someone posted it on Twitter. Um, he posted a long letter. I just saw someone's tweet that it was a long letter. Oh my gosh. It's really creepy timing. And so that's why I'm kind of shocked but sad at the same time. Like Wonho wanting to write a letter and post it now. It better not make me cry. I hope it's not making people cry, guys. Okay, let me see if I can find it on Twitter. One Korean fan is saying that she's crying after reading his letter. Okay, but I only see here only the title. So it says, today, hoping the day doesn't end. That's the title he wrote. Oh, why is he saying? But the day did end. But maybe he's saying because he enjoyed himself at the concert so much that he didn't want it to end. Is that why? So okay, okay, I'm sure someone posted the letter here so I could read it and hopefully maybe I hope I could translate it okay. Like I'm always scared to translate on my own because I'm not 100% fluent in Korean. I'm pretty good at Korean, but I'm always scared of like how I interpret something in Korean to English, if it's accurate or not. But um if I could see someone who posted it. If not, if you guys want to DM me on Twitter or Instagram, if you guys are leveled up in his fan cafe. Um but why isn't he resting? That's the thing. It's now 2:25 a.m. in Korea. Wano, you better be sleeping. Like, I wonder, are any of them watching my YouTube lives? Go to sleep. Go to sleep. I'll go to sleep too, okay? But go to sleep. I'm saying to the MX member. Should I say it in Korean? But okay. Anyways, I don't see anyone that posted it. Okay, maybe because all the weenies are crying and not posting it. Maybe that's why. Okay, if you guys can post for me, or yeah, if, okay, one thing at a time. But I'm gonna prepare myself for when I read the letter. Um, okay. Angela says dot 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 just got one notification. Man, guys, what weird timing. Angela says, why is that boy awake? I agree. Why is he awake? Okay. Full-time job said he wrote a long letter. And then full-time job said, Seogwon, I think that's his name. Seogwon is Tan. His stage name is Tan now. Thank you so much, full-time job. I forgot his stage name, Tan. Okay, thank you so much. I don't know who you are. Oh, but I guess you're watching our live. Thank you. Someone sent me the letter. Hold on. Oh, we've talked before, but long time no see. Thank you for watching, and thank you so much. Okay, that looks like the letter. I sure hope so. But that is such a long letter. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, guys. In this tweet that someone sent me, it's like 4 images. Oh no, guys. Oh no, guys. Wait, I'm curious. Did anyone translate it already? But okay, I'm gonna play another song. While the song is playing, I'm gonna read this. It is so long, guys. So okay, wait for me, guys. All right. So the next song we're gonna play while I read the letter, and hopefully I won't cry. I don't think so. I don't think I will. But okay. So um um I of all the songs that I prepare, should I play this song? Is what I'm thinking. Thank you so much. Someone else sent me the letter. I'll come. I wonder if that's the full letter. Okay. Thank you so much, guys. Okay. So yeah, it's okay. I'm gonna play this song, and if it makes you cry, I'm sorry, guys. Okay, but okay. I'm sorry, not sorry. Okay, so the next song I want to play, it's by Baekhyun. He's an EXO member. Any Baekhyun fans here? I'm not a huge fan of him, but he sings beautifully. But one of the OSTs that he sang, I really love this OST of his. It's called 너를 사랑하고 있어. It means I am loving you. It's a beautiful song. If it makes you cry, I'm sorry, I'm not sorry. It's a beautiful song. Get the feels out. Let's go.
어떤 말로 표현해야 이 감정을 할까 어떻게 널 바라봐야 나의 마음을 알까 너와 같이 계절을 겪고 너와 거리를 걷고 아주 천천히 너를 알아가는 이 시간 속에 네가 어디 있다 해도 너를 사랑하고 있어 서두르지 않을게 난 네 뒤에서 너를 지켜줄게 I will be with you 너에게 다가갈게 I will be with you 난 언제나 my love for you 너와 같은 시간 속에 머물고 싶은데 너와 같은 공간 속에 함께하고 싶은데 천천히 나 걸어가 볼게 바로 네가 있는 곳 너에게 가는 연습일 거라고 믿고 있으니 네가 어디 있다 해도 너를 사랑하고 있어 서두르지 않을게 난 네 뒤에서 너를 지켜줄게 I will be with you 너에게 다가갈게 I will be with you 난 언제나 my love for you 나에게 대답해줘 나에게 약속해줘 오랜 시간이 언젠가 지나가면 나의 마음이 그때 너도 알게 될걸
Guys, I'm still not done reading the letter. It is so long, but oh, okay. I need to play one more song. I still can't believe how long this letter is, but okay. The next song, okay, like a little bit happier if by chance you were feeling kind of sad, but this is a beautiful song that Baekhyun sang, right? So, the next song, it will be by Super Junior D&E. Love them, by the way, and it's called 너는 나만큼, but the official English title is Growing Pains, but the Korean title. Let's listen to the song, and hopefully I'll be done reading the letter by then.
차가운 네 밤거리도 가슴 아픈 발걸음도 언젠가는 지나가겠지 미치도록 우리 사랑했던 기억들도 다 천천히 흘렀던 내려가 시간에 못 이겨 잊혀지겠지 다쳐버린 너의 마음속으로 찾아가 봐도 아무도 없는 이 방 향했어 이미 깨져버린 우리의 모습을 발견해서 아파서 그래도 너는 나만큼 아프지 않길 매일 바랄 수 없이 너는 나만큼 기억하지 않길 나보다 괜찮길 바래 오늘 내일도 너로 꽉 찼던 생각들조차 귀찮다는 듯이 나를 밀어내 시계바늘들을 쫓아 시간 따라가다 떠나가는 너를 발견해 지금 나는 너무 급해 넌 달려가는 급행 익스프레스처럼 매일 발걸음을 보채 추억의 굴곡해 이젠 우리들은 그저 낯서 가득한 나가버린 공책 잃어버린 나의 기억 속으로 찾아가 봐도 이젠 널 볼 수가 없었어 이미 사라져버린 우리의 시간을 발견해서 아파서 그래도 너는 나만큼 더 아프지 않길 매일 바랄 수 없이 너는 나만큼 기억하지 않길 나보다 괜찮길 바래 오늘 내일도 오늘도 내려놔 잊혀지나봐 잘 보이지 않는 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 시간이 다 됐나봐 그래도 너는 나만큼 더 아프지 않길 매일 바랄 수 없이 너는 나만큼 기억하지 않길 나보다 괜찮길 바래 오늘
Okay, guys, I finished. And I just saw Wonho posted on Instagram now. It's 2:35 a.m. He's still not sleeping. I don't know what is he doing, but he's playing on Instagram. As you can see, I'm feeling things. I'm not crying. Like, it takes a lot to make me cry, but this is definitely so like, it's taking me a long time to finish reading. Like, it's not only because it's long, but it's like to really understand the meaning of like everything he's saying. I'm not even sure if I really understand everything like he wants this. It's so much. It's oh my gosh. But it's all really touching, of course. Of course it is. It's just I don't know. Um like, I'm still trying to figure out what is his intention with all these things he's writing to us. So I really hope whoever like out there is really good at translating from Korean to English. I hope they actually understand what Wano is trying to say. That's really tough with reading Korean and translating it. Um yeah, so that's why I'm still like I'm reading it over and over again trying to really understand it. Mhm. Ah. Ah. Oh goodness. Okay, so let's yeah, let's take a break on that. But let's see what he posted on Instagram. Is it going to be anything? He wrote another what? He okay, 1 second. Okay, oh man. Oh man. Wano, are you watching us? I'm honestly curious. Oh, yes, thank you whoever. Yes, I don't know if you want me to say your name, but thank you. I saw his Instagram post. I'll show it to you guys. Here, 1 second. Oh my goodness, Wano, you're rude. You're not ruining. He's like, you know, Like, this is what Wonho does. Yeah, this is what he does, but I want him to be resting. Okay, so anyways, he posted that photo you see there, and then he wrote a long text here. Oh my. Oh. So what he wrote here in Instagram, that I think that I remember reading that in his letter. So he's so sweet. If for people that don't have fan cafe, leveled up like me, and he decided to post on Instagram. This is Wonho. Wonho is too sweet. You guys all know this, especially if you're a Wonho bias fan. He's like the sweetest person in the world, and that's why I still am so upset that people would think that he's a criminal or a terrible person. But oh my gosh. Okay, so first off, thanks you guys who helped me yeah, find his letter. Since I'm not leveled up in fan cafe. Goodness. Hmm. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, and man, guys. Okay, let's listen to one more song. I still need time. Gosh, is this good that I'm doing a live now at this time? Like, if I was alone, I would be like, Okay, anyways, I, yeah, we're gonna listen to one more song. I'm almost done playing like all the songs that I didn't think I would be able to play all these songs in this radio live. But so okay, the next song is gonna be by Angmu, or like Akdong musician, or shortened it's called Angmu, and it's called 작은 별, or small star, which I thought would be appropriate for nighttime. So let's listen to the song, and then I'll be back with all my thoughts about his letter, as I need to read through it again and then translate for you guys what I think is okay to let you guys know, which I hope I'm not gonna interpret incorrectly. So let me prepare all that and then get back to you guys soon. 밤중 어딘가 소녀의 기도 소리가 들려오면 그건 작은 별의 잠꼬대일 거야. 밤중 어딘가 소년의 고백 소리가 들려오면 그건 작은 별의 뒤척임일 거야. 가끔 밤하늘을 보면 평소에는 보이지 않던 같은 모양의 빛깔이 떠다니지. 저게 인공위성일까? 별이었으면 좋겠다. 눈에 안 보일 뿐이지 너는 사라지지 않아. 나이를 먹은 하늘 눈이 침침할 뿐이야. 여전히 별은 빛난대. 반짝반짝 작은 별님 날 조금만 비춰주세요. 이제 어때? 좀 봐줄만은 한가요? 동쪽 하늘 서쪽 하늘 둘러보면 모든 하늘은 그렇게 날 향해 입다줘. Please let my star rise on your night. 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 별님 아름다운 별님 나도 어쩌면 별님처럼 빛이 될 수 있나요? 나도 누군가의 별이 될 수 있을까? 아름다운 별 수만 있다면 나도 빛을 내어 누군가를 바라보는 작은 별이
되고 싶네 반짝반짝 작은 별님 날 조금만 비춰주세요 이제 어때 좀 봐줄만은 한가요 동쪽 하늘 서쪽 하늘 둘러보면 모든 하늘은 그렇게 날 향해 있다죠
Stubby-doo-bop-ba-doo-doo-doo. Stubby-doo-bop-ba-doo-doo-doo-doo. Stubby-doo-bop-bop-doo-doo. Stubby-doo-bop-bop-doo-doo. Stubby-doo-bop-bop-doo-doo-doo. Stubby-doo-bop-bop-doo-doo. Okay, guys. So I'm just gonna summarize the things that I'm most confident in from his letter, but don't take my word 100% because the thing that is so tough about the way Wonho writes is that it's so poetic and my fluency is not that good to really understand these poetic things he's saying and also his intention of saying these things. So, guys, Korean is such a hard language, so I hope you guys understand me why I'm not 100% fluent yet. But the I think just I'm gonna say like the most important things that I think I want to let you guys know. So first off, the beginning of his letter, he's like saying about like his experience from the concert. Like he's like thanking his friend dancers and the staff that helped with the concert. So that's yeah, and so he also gave his feelings about it, but this is not like the most important part of it. So I'm not gonna let you guys know about anything detailed from there. And then the second part of the letter is more of his feelings. So um so he says here, really thank you that the people I love, that many of you came. Um and like more than anything, like really, the fans that stayed by my side, um, that able to see the weenies right in front of me, um, that feels like I can breathe again kind of feeling. He's so poetic. That's my interpretation of what he's meaning by that. So he's just was like so happy, being able to see all of those weenies in front of him. And of course that's like, yeah. And um um I want to assume I'm so he said really the time of doing stages and like having lots of schedule reading the letters on the fan cafe and on Twitter and seeing the response, it gave him comfort. Um, um, but then, yeah, so then it gets a little bit sad, and he said like, even though I did get lots of comfort and working hard, while doing like putting effort and working, he said, but honestly, um, there were many times where it was hard. So, you know, this letter is really, really honest, I guess. Anyways, but like I still can't really understand like his full me. But he did say this in one part of the letter, like there were many, many times that he had it was very difficult, like really hard on him, like really tiring. Um, um, yeah, so I am just a little bit afraid of like how I interpret this part, but just saying like, from his time of like, after he left Monster X, like it says here that he like rested for 1 year and then came back after a year. I think that's what he means. But like, he's saying about the times where like, he actually did nothing for like almost not really almost a year, but okay, but he's saying about the times, right after he left Monster X. I feel like that's what he's saying when he says that. Um um yeah, and then like, overcoming things and many things were changing. Um And then he says here, like, there are like many situations where he couldn't sleep. I always thought about him, like, not able to sleep well because of like everything that he was going through, as you guys know. Um, but then he continues, but he says, because of he wrote that as like you, like a precious person, um, that it slowly was getting better. Um, that with my whole heart making blue, the song Blue, and all my experiences, um, that the people I love, I hope they don't experience that, like all the hard stuff that he did. So this is where I assume it's like sad, and why some Korean fans are crying. I assume, like, as you can see, I'm quite strong. I guess I am. Like, this is sad. I am being sad, and I hope you guys are not crying of like of what I'm interpreting to you guys from his message. But I mean, that's why I don't know how to feel. I'm sad but comforted. I don't know how to feel. Yeah, so let me just keep saying the rest of his letter. Um this part I can't really understand too much, but um that like he said, like there are like times where you cannot completely overcome it, like whatever, like difficult things that he went through, that you can't completely overcome it, and of course that's so true. um is that even though could not overcome it, um but getting the comfort from weenies, um and he's wishing for something of like me with your heart, but I'm not too sure what he means by that, so sadly, but I still wanted to like try and interpret that with you, but I still don't really know what his intention with the last part of that. um so he said today, aka yesterday of the last day of his concert, that he was really, he doesn't use the word happy, but it means like really delighted, like really, it could also mean joyful. Yeah, yeah, really joyful. And my heart was really, I don't know what expression this is. Sorry guys. Okay, so he said, so something about his heart, like his feeling about it of today, but overall he was really happy and delighted. And so he then continues with like, I did not want it to make you guys worried. Of course not. Of course not. So yeah, he writes that. Yeah, he did not want to make us worried. Um, that this is really not what this is really not it. And even though weenies know, like he's guessing, like even though he know he even though you guys would know, but he does feel sorry. So he says here, I'm sorry for. So he's saying he's sorry for making us feel worried. And um I see that a lot with fans. Like they always say like Wano should not say sorry. Like he blah blah blah. Um but in all honesty, like, that's not something he can control, but I can't control my feelings either. So of course it made me worried, and him saying sorry for making you worried, that actually does comfort me. So I hope people don't think that Wano shouldn't say sorry. So for me personally, and I hope you guys like understand where I'm coming from, and you know, not totally against me. I hope not, but um I personally am comforted, and like I'm not gonna cry. You hear my voice breaking? I don't think I'm gonna cry. But I personally am comforted that he did say sorry. Um, it means a lot to me, in all honesty. So um yeah. Um um like, not that he should say sorry. Like I hope you get what I mean, but like he feels the feelings of being sorry. Like, I'm sorry that I caused you to feel this way. You know what? Even though it was something he couldn't control, but he acknowledges that I'm not feeling good. Okay, maybe I will cry. Okay. But that's what I feel like from what he's trying to say in that part. I'm fine, guys. I'm fine. I'm fine. It takes a lot for me to cry. I didn't think I would, but like because I was processing my thought process of, yeah, so Yeah, so I hope you guys can understand that him saying sorry is actually, yeah, it does comfort me. Um um so after that, then he says, "But really, from now on, um um I will try and find out how to control it." So I don't it does he doesn't say what he's controlling, but um whatever happened to him on stage, we're like, he also said it on stage at the concert. Someone took a fan cam of it and I saw it. He says like, I wasn't able to control something and that made me collapse. So I wanna assume maybe it's just his mentality of some sort, or his body, we don't know, but something that he thinks he can control so that he doesn't collapse again. But in my opinion, whatever made you collapse, I feel like that's not something you can control, and that I feel like you just need to take care of your body. Like, don't be so stressed out, sleep well, eat well, exercise, but he already exercises well. But, you just need to not overwork yourself. And then I think that should solve his issues. But he is saying like he needs to control it. Like, as a K-pop singer, sadly, you will always be overworked. So maybe, you know, and his viewpoint is like no matter what he always has to work a lot, and so he needs to control himself to not break down from all the overworking he's doing. So I feel like that's probably what he's saying with that. Again, hope you guys know this is all my personal opinion, my interpretation of it. I hope I'm right, but yeah, so that's my feeling of why he's saying that. But he said really, for the many staff people that helped and quickly, um oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, so he said he would try and, like, yeah, control it, and many staff people are able were able to help me recover. Were able to help me recover quickly. Okay, so, yeah, he wrote that in past tense, so, um, okay, so he said, really, like, um he was thinking, "Even if I die, I cannot miss this moment." Oh, okay, so he's saying not in the future, he's saying in the past, so this is what happened. Okay, okay. Yeah, sorry, now I'm getting, like, his tensing confusing, but now he's saying, like, from that point, that instance at that concert when he collapsed, he said he was thinking, "There's no way even if I die, I don't wanna be missing this moment. Like, I cannot, like, I will not allow it, like, I cannot miss this moment." So that must be, like, that's why he was, like, so strongly he wants to keep going with the concert. Of course, he has that will, but also keep in mind, there's no way they will cancel the concert unless he's dying. But yeah, he said, "Even if I die, I would never wanna, miss it." Um, um, and then he continues, "Even though this wasn't the best memory, um, and I wanted it to be a day that you cannot forget, but, um, it went to, like, another direction, and I am honestly really concerned, like, about that." So I feel like he's saying, like, he's really, like, it feels like he's saying it's unfortunate, and he really is concerned about it that, um, yeah, that this day sadly became like this. Um, he continues, he says, "But, mm, um, watching me you watching me, um, like, he said in that moment he forgot." Sorry, I need to go backwards. Okay, so okay, so when he was saying, like, the day didn't turn out, the best day, and, like, he was really concerned about it going, so he's saying, like, before the concert. Sorry, so not after. So he's saying this before the is it so, yeah, I can't understand, like, the flow of his letter as well, like, at what time he's, like, saying these things. So, before, he was saying, like, when he collapsed and, like, he didn't wanna miss the concert, and so he's continuing that thought, like, he even though this cannot be, like, the best memory, but he wanted it to make as a day that you won't forget. And he was really concerned about that, so he really wanted to make the day as in not a bad day. So that's what he was thinking before going to complete the concert. Sorry guys, yeah, I feel pretty sure this is what he meant with this. And so then when he went according to this thought, and then seeing everyone looking at him, and then he forgot in that moment that this feeling of when you're doing a concert, that this he realized is love. Yeah, he's so poetic. I really tried my best to say that as poetic as possible in English, but he said this like, I realized that this is love, that like when he went out and was performing in front of his fans. And then he's thinking to himself like, how these people, how can I make these people be more joyful? And like this kind of happy concern came to his mind, like this like happy concern, how can I make all these people be more like joyful? And yeah. um and then he continues saying all day, I don't know if he's saying like the previous day or today, but he says all day thinking only about weenies. um really like this until until like this, and for me getting healthier, all is all because of you guys. Like of wholeheartedly, like that, like he's asking that to us, the fans, like that, right? Yeah, like basically Wonho, he's basically just saying like how much he loves the fans, and like everything he does is for yeah, that we know Wonho is like this, like this is yeah, so he's just basically saying like that. And then this is like the second paragraph of this letter, which I'm going to be saying right now. This is exactly what he wrote on that Instagram post. Now, this is so poetic. I don't know if I'll really accurately translate it, but I'm going to do my best. But this is so poetic. Okay, so I'll do my best. So this is so the day was like a dream. Wait, a day that was only like a dream. Um, this moment will remember forever. So you don't stop and keep going to the end of that road. I will run first and be there at the end of the road, and stand and be there at the road. Um, even if you fall, even if you fall or get hurt, or get a bruise, even if you get these things, don't look back and keep going. Um, yeah, so you like put it down, like like your feelings, like put it down, and keep going. Um, so you know like like leave it, uh and moving past all of these memories, um or yeah, memories, yeah, memories is fine. I will take care of it. So like he's saying like all the like the bad things, so like just like all those bad things, like I'll take care of it. One o saying okay. Okay, with no worries. um you as you are, don't stop, keep going. I will pick you up. So and so I will remember you a day that is only like a dream. so sorry, guys. It's legit a poem. I'm translating for you guys. I hope you guys can understand it and feel Wonho's heart in it. But okay, anyways, but just the last line now. It says, even if it's late, it's fine. And so again, please, please intend to come to me. Wow. I know, and that's the end of it, and that's what he wrote exactly like this on Instagram. My goodness gracious. And so now we're at the last part of the letter. I know. So that was the second to last part. So now is at the very, very last part of his letter. Okay. He says, today, don't forget today. As in yesterday, the concert day. So don't forget that day. All the love that I received unconditionally, I will return back to you. Return back. As in, I'll give back the love. You guys know what I mean, right? Because you love me so much. Yeah, I'm gonna want to return the love, and Okay, okay. um, so also today, I will love you more. Um, a day that is only like a dream. At the end of that dream, at the end of that dream, let's meet again there at the end of that dream. I will go to meet you in that dream. And then he ends with, I love you. Don't cry. Silly person. So I don't know if you guys know that word in Korean, pabo. So sometimes it could mean like a bad word to someone, but it could also mean like kind of like in a joking way. So he says that in like a joking way. Paboya. It's like, stop crying, you silly, it's so silly, stop crying, and like kind of in like a joking way, but also trying to make you feel better by ending it with like paboya, like stop crying. And that is the end of his letter. If I made you guys cry, I'm sorry, but I also am not 100% confident in how I interpreted his letter to you guys. But if anyone ever translates into English, I really hope they translate it well. Maybe if ever I see someone who translates it like not perfectly, but if I feel like they really translated it well, I will let you guys know, and maybe I should post on Twitter. Yeah, if I feel like, yeah, this is the best interpretation of it. But yeah. Yeah, guys, that was a lot. Right now it's 3:05 a.m. I really should go to sleep, but how can I go to sleep after dealing with all that, guys? Oh my gosh. And I'm sure you guys have like 5,000 comments for me to read now, right? Yeah. Oh my gosh. We're going to listen to one more song, okay? After this song, I will read all comments as quickly as I can and respond as quickly as I can. Okay? So if I don't, I will try and do it as shortly as possible, but I don't want to miss, getting the main message that we should all, in order to like conclude this radio show, okay? Just let me prepare for it, okay? So I need to prepare for it, and so the next song we will listen to, okay. If you guys were here the last time, I played one of their songs, One We. They are from the same agency as Mamamoo. They are so underrated. Go look up One We. They are great. So it's another one of their songs I like. It's called So Hang Song. The official English title is called Parting, but I don't really know what it means in Korean. This title, So Hang Song by One We. And I'll be right back.
너와 나 사이에 반복된 충돌이 잦아들 때쯤 이미 넌 내게 등을 돌려 단 하루에 지구로 소행성이 떨어지기 전에 못한 말을 전하리 서서히 나를 끌어당기는 너의 중력에 얼마 남지 않은 나의 무리 시계 소리가 들려 어두운 주변을 이렇게 파고들어 두 눈을 감고 떠들기는 너에게 맡긴 채 우리 두 별빛에 만개한 밤 그래도 쌓인 먼지도 가쁘게 숨쉰다 너와 나 사이에 반복된 충돌이 잦아들 때쯤 힘이 넌 내게 등을 돌려 단 하루의 지구로서 행성이 떨어지기 전에 못한 말을 전하리 I wanna fly to the sky and touch you so cool and lost in the mind I wanna leave your stars 스타들이 펼쳐지고 있어 그들아 마지막까지 내게 전하지 못했던 말 한마디 수없이 놓인 이글 사이의 중간쯤 우리 추억을 간직해 계속해서 나에게 그저 들리는 나에게 이른 천사의 소리가 은하수 밑에쯤은 내가 굳게 대고 걱정과 품을 두고 가슴에 꼭두각시에 그 속삭임 마지막에 시공 속에 묻은데 끝까지 우린 여기에 너와 나 사이에 반복된 충돌이 잦아들 때쯤 힘이 넌 내게 등을 돌려 단 하루의 지구로서 행성이 떨어지기 전에 못한 말을 전하기 점점 더 들어가도 날 구원해줄 너 속에 마지막까지 네 손을 놓지 않고 버틸게 세상의 끝에 점점 다가오던 순간에 지나가고서 나의 빛을 찾아 알 수 없게 흐른 시공을 또 찾는다 가슴 아픈 이름 그대를 담아본다 네가 만남은 기분 그 험한 기운 또 비운 이별 아래 자그마한 소행성이 시간을 거슬러 다시 널 만나게 된다면 오늘도 또 내일도 거짓 하나 없는 나의 진심을 말하니 I wanna fly to the sky and touch you so cool lost in the mind I wanna leave your stars 스타들이 펼쳐지고 있어 그들아
So, someone here who's watching the live, thank you again. That's someone. She sent me someone who translated his whole letter. And so I was just reading it just now. It was great timing. And this person translated quite similar to how I interpreted it. Thank goodness. But this person, I think she's native Korean. It seems like it based on how she wrote the English. So she's not super fluent in English. I can tell in the way she wrote that, but it's still really good. And so that's why I'm thinking she's probably a native Korean. So I would definitely trust this translation. And I think I'll go ahead and retweet it. So if you guys want to go on our Twitter page, my K Shopper, I'm gonna retweet this. But keep in mind this is her interpretation. So there are some things that I interpreted differently than what she did. But then again, she's a native Korean speaker. So I want to assume that she interpreted the most accurately. I want to assume, but they're just like very small things that I interpreted differently. But the only person that knows what exactly he's talking about is only Wonho, okay? And the rest of us, we have to like try to assume what he's trying to say. So yeah, so I'm gonna retweet it now. So if you guys like see a notification of it, I retweeted that. Yeah. So, but again, I'm really thankful that we interpreted almost the same. So great. Okay. Okay. Wow. What a roller coaster. What a roller coaster. Wow. Okay. So seriously, after I read all these comments, and I'm gonna go as quickly as possible. So if I don't spend a lot of time in your comment, I hope you don't feel anything about it. I just really should go to sleep soon. And surprisingly, I think I do feel better after reading his letter. I think I do. In some strange way. I I'm not fully satisfied in all honesty. Like, him saying that I know how to control it now, whatever he went through to like not collapse again. I don't what exactly are you controlling, Wonho? Um but it was just really comforting. That's all. It was just really comforting reading this letter. Yeah, so I'm really curious what you guys say, and if you guys have any questions, I will do my best to answer as quickly as possible. And let's get going. Where did I leave off? That's a good question. Okay, yeah, when you guys were telling me about his notification. Okay. 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 Minhyuk's moon. Okay, so there were some off topics, but I do want to I do want to at least read them so that we could like yeah, I don't want to forget it. Okay, so anyways, Minhyuk's moon says Hybe or Big Hit is a big diarrhea poop, wiping out all BTS work for better future by wanting to invest in the worst invention ever, aka NFT. It literally destroys environment fast as F, but let's not get into that. Minhyuk's Moon, I did not know that. They are freaking more terrible than I already knew about them. Let's save that topic for another time whenever we want to spill the tea. Remember, I have those tea chatting times sometimes, but that'll be next time. We could spill the tea on all that, all that poop. You got yeah, okay. But Meteor's Moon, thank you for agreeing with me that okay. Stephanie says, I feel better spending time with people who share same emotions with me. It was nice of you to make this live. No problem. Like I said, my intention was to help me get over this feeling. And then knowing that you guys also are feeling better. That makes me happy too. So I'm really happy to do it. You're welcome. And thank you too for joining. Kelly is here, girlfriend. She says, hello, just woke up. I hope everything's okay. Kelly, I don't know when you joined, but you probably joined when it was getting more emotional. So Kelly, hope you're okay as well. But I'm okay as yeah. Melissa says, aren't the rules for enlistment that you have to enlist by the time you're 30 international age? I think I saw that somewhere, but I don't know. Could have been lied to. So Melissa, one thing about military enlistment in Korea, the laws always change. So at that time, the law could have been like that before you turn 30 international age, but recently because of the pandemic might have changed again. So I really have no idea what the new laws are. Sorry, I have no idea what the new military laws are. And not only Wano, other 1992 people older than Shanu did not enlist in the military yet, and I have no idea why. So mystery until they announce when they're enlisting. Um, Full-time job said, that's what I think about Weno's contract as well. It's nice to hear your opinions. Glad you agree with me as well, and happy to share. Well, you're welcome. Me, happy to see you here. And she said, no tears. Thankfully, no tears from me at least, but I hope you guys are okay. No tears, okay? But it was touching, right? And hope everyone is okay. Cherry said, when I think of Starship, I keep thinking about the paper covering Starship sign in the background of Wano's dance practice videos. I say that all the time in like past lives, if Cherry ever see them, that I think it's the stupidest thing to have in Wano's dance practice videos to cover up the Starship logo when his company is in the Starship building. His contract literally is with Starship because Highline is not its own company, it's part of Starship. So just Starship being stupid. That's it. Lorelai. Hi, welcome, Lorelai. She says, I'm looking for it but can't find it. But you helped me out later. Thank you again, Lorelai. Sosol says, check DM. If you're the one helping me, Sosol, thank you so much. Sylvia says, this is literally my favorite song from DNE. Same, Sylvia. Same. Glad you agree. And Go Ore says, Brother Sue. Yes. And Holland went to the concert. So I saw Brother Sue Instagram. Yes, he of course was there. He's one of Wano's bestest friends. Holland, I did not know that he was friends with Wano unless he was like invited by a friend of a friend. But I did not think he was friends with Wano, so I'm shocked. But good to know Holland was there too. Cherry says he posted on Instagram. Yep, yeah, and she also says, "Why is he awake?" Yep, I think I already said that. Go Ore says the caption on the Insta post is so cute, sweet. But yeah, as you guys know, it's also from the letter. Yeah. Cherry said, "Wano is ruining me for other men." Ah, girlfriend. Wano is one of a kind. Okay, I have yet to meet someone who is like him as well. He's one of the sweetest person ever I've ever seen in my life. Yeah, I know, I know. Um, Rike, long time no see. Hi, Rike. She said, "Hi, I was so scared today," and his long letter now, crying. Hope you're feeling okay now, Rike, and thank you for joining. And I hope you're okay. Full time job said someone translated on Twitter. Oh, and you, I again, this is me not checking you guys' messages because I was like dealing with my own feels. But yeah, but I hope okay. Anyways, the me is crying, and then Rike says, "I think he feels the feeling of depression." I mean, guys, sadly, it's very common for K-pop singers to go through depression. Sadly, as you guys know, because their job is so difficult. Um, so I don't know how serious it is. What exactly, what exactly one is going through. We can't assume. But just he's going through something, and he will do his best to get over it, even though it's super difficult. And I just really hope he always takes care of himself physically, emotionally, mentally, everything. Like, it sometimes there are things that only you can help for yourself. And so I really hope that he has that. And I think him becoming a singer is also a good thing too, because he has all these fans that give him unconditional love. And he too gives us, the fans, unconditional love. And so that I want to believe helps them get over whatever difficult things they are going through. And so that's why I always, no matter what, I really want to support and be there for all of Monster X, all seven guys, because I really don't ever want to see them feel, you know, go down the drain, which is so easy to go down the drain as a K-pop singer. So I really care for them as people. I don't care if like their career is like whatever, okay? Like it could be whatever, but like I just always want to wish for them like as people that they continue to be able to live well, be happy, stay strong, and like know that, uh, not only me but all you guys, that we all care for them, and that they fully know that, and that makes them want to keep going even when things are super hard. So that's why I will always be here to be their fan, because I really will. I don't think I can ever leave, because I would always be so worried about them. That's also another thing I feel with them. So yeah, that's what I signed up for. Yeah, and I don't mind being on here for the rest of my life. So yeah, um Rike says yes, his album comforted me. I'm glad. And Rike also says, me being a fool, I cried. It's all good. Wano says, don't cry, you silly person. Okay, don't cry. And I hope you guys do get some comfort from his letter. Um, Cherry said he definitely has anxiety, but also he probably has depression. We don't know. I don't want to say for sure, but one of those things, again, it's sadly possible, very possible as a singer to go through these things, but just hope he'll always be able to overcome it the best that he can. Um Rike says he probably had a panic attack today, and I feel so sorry for him because I know how that feels. I'm glad weenies are showing him love. And then Rike also says Wano apologized right after the concert happened. Okay, I didn't see those videos on how exactly he apologized. If that, I don't know how that would feel for me, but at least the way that he apologized in the letter, that comforted me. Um, yeah, so we can assume, what exactly happened to him to collapse. And again, don't want to say anything is for sure, because that's his own personal thing, and I don't think he'll ever want to reveal what exactly he's going through. And I just want to hope that he will be okay and taking care of himself. That's the best that you can do. And that, yeah, and that I will, I hope that I can be here to help him in some sense, even though he doesn't really know me. I mean, we have met before, but does he like really remember me? I don't know. But yeah, like, us as fans in general, that we hopefully, us being here, like just our existence, I really hope is helping them get through whatever they need to get through. um Stephanie says people don't always cry when they're sad. Yeah, yeah. I haven't cried either, but I definitely got affected by what happened. You not crying is completely okay. Thank you, Stephanie, for saying that. Yes, yes, of course. And yeah, I mean, still, it takes a lot for me to cry. Like, I was just going through, letting you guys know how exactly I am. But yeah, but I didn't want you to think that I'm like some kind of robot when I was reading his letter. But yeah, so And thank you for understanding me. Yeah. Um, full-time job says, no, don't cry. Oh, you guys, is that the part when you guys, yeah, no, I'm okay, guys. It's okay. Enrique says it's okay to cry. And Cherry says, I couldn't help but cry. It's okay. And like everyone, if you cried and you feel better, that's all that matters. And for me personally, even though I almost cried, but feeling those emotions, it made me feel better. So I'm all good, guys. Thanks, you guys. Um, full-time job said me writing this as I wipe my tears. I hope all you guys are okay. Okay, I hope everyone is feeling at least better after crying, right? Um, Cherry says because in a way he is acknowledging his depression and struggle. Yeah, he did. That he acknowledged, yeah, that he's struggling with something. I mean, he never says what specifically he's struggling with, but he was very honest. Like there are always going to be really tough times, and like sometimes he can't get over it, but still, he really knows that fans, us, the weenies, all the support and love that we give him, that really helps him the most, of course, and which that definitely comforts me knowing just our existence helps him. And I'm really happy to be that for him. Um, Stephanie says, "Oh, Money, it's okay to cry. Okay, you guys, yeah, but I'm okay." Um, Rike says, he got probably overwhelmed by his feelings and worries. That's what I want to believe, yeah. And he always wants to show his best. Yeah, putting pressure on yourself is a very typical thing that makes people. You have to be careful not to put pressure on yourself. And so I did think that Wano had something like that happen. Yeah. Um, Rike says pulling through after having this breakdown is amazing, but I wish he would have rested. Right, right. And I want to believe he's resting now. Maybe he can't sleep because, he can't stop thinking about what happened, and that's why he wrote this letter to us. And I hope after he wrote that letter that now he feels better. Wano, I hope you are feeling better. I don't want to believe he's watching this live. That would be so weird if he is, but I do wonder how good is his English listening ability, but I know I won't talk in Korean. I feel like, it's good. But yeah, but I hope Wano, most importantly, that he's feeling better. And so Wano, I'm feeling better. So if by chance he's watching, I doubt it. But Wano, I am feeling better now. Thank you again. And you too, you don't worry about me. And you only take care of yourself and hope that you're resting a lot. Stop working, rest until you feel 100% better, and then come visit us anytime, Wano, okay? No matter how long you need to rest, it's all good. Okay, so mm, Cherry says he's always trying his best for us. Exactly right. Rike says he would have beaten himself up canceling the concert. 100% would be, and so many consequences would have happened if the concert got canceled. So, in all honesty, I'm still very glad that he was able to complete the concert. Like that's really, again, really admirable. But I hope he's okay and didn't push himself too hard through it. Um, Ricky says thank you for my translation. I'm glad. Thank you guys for listening. And even though someone translated it before me, and then I was but still, at least you guys like heard my feelings of it while I translated. So that was still something I still wanted to do. So you're welcome, guys, and happy to help. Um, Stephanie says he's so pure. I agree. Rike says, "Gosh, I love him more than everything." Girlfriend, girlfriend. So good. Candy says, hi, Candy. I haven't read his letter yet. I hope Wano's okay. He is okay. So the last 3 hours of this radio live, if any of you guys, came late and want to watch on replay, we went through a whole roller coaster of so many things. Okay, so I hope if you guys ever watch and it makes you feel better, I hope so. And I give the whole story of like what happened to Wano at the concert as well. So hope it helps. Yeah. Lorelai says it sounds a lot like "If Only," my favorite song. I wonder were those lyrics from "If Only." That would be crazy if it was. And you know what? I was thinking of playing "If Only" for this radio live, but I felt like the song was a little bit too happy and I wasn't feeling it. But yeah, I think I'm still not feeling it, but okay, but if I do, maybe we could play "If Only," but I'll think about it. Um Angela says my poor heart, and then Cherry says he is such a beautiful soul, and then Angela and Kelly are crying, you guys, and then Rike says it's okay, you should have a good rest too. Yes, I will, and I don't need to wake up early tomorrow for anything, so it's okay, because right now it's 3:27 a.m. if you guys are curious, but I'm almost done reading you guys' comments and then I will go. Yeah. So if you guys have any ending comments, like write it now and then I'll be going. Um mm, Rike says, "Oh, I know this song but forgot about it. Thanks. You're welcome. I'm glad you like the song. Hino World. Welcome, Hino World. The song is super beautiful. Glad you liked it." Stephanie says, "Yeah, it's so beautiful. I love it. I'm glad you guys like the songs I picked, and they're to match the mood that I'm in, but they're still good songs that I like to listen to make myself feel better. So I'm glad you guys like it too." Um, Sylvia says, "I probably would have cried reading such emotional letters, but strangely I didn't today, but mixed feelings. And I totally understand you, Sylvia. I was feeling that at first, but then later maybe you would feel like, yeah, yeah. And then if you get any, it's okay. We're all different, but his letter was very beautiful indeed. Um, Hino World says, regarding what was saying, he can control it now. I think it seemed like he had a panic attack. A lot of you guys are assuming that. Yeah, it could be. It could be. But I'm one to not want to say for sure it was because that's his own personal issue. But we can assume it's one of those things. Yeah, that's what I would like to say is better to say. Stephanie says, I hope this comment is around the end. Thank you for making this live, DJ Moni. You're welcome. I wish you the bestest of dreams. Good night, girl. Bye, Stephanie. If by chance you already left, thank you so much, Stephanie, and good night, and see you again next time. So says, Wano wrote on Holland's Insta. Oh, and thanking him. Oh, I'm glad he can interact with other artists. Yeah, wow. We haven't seen him interact with so many artists in a long time. Yeah, so knowing that, that's good to hear. So Holland, they're buddies. I didn't know that. So good to know. Um, Rike says, imagine him watching this and also practicing his English would be hilarious. I mean, I don't think his English is improving, but I do know he has an English teacher, but I don't know how much he's studying, but would be amazing if my videos are teaching Wano or Monster X English. But anyways, it's just sometimes I get weird timing with them when I do live. So sometimes I'm thinking, are they watching me? But I always have weird coincidences, so it's all good. But if by chance Wano is watching, hope you're feeling better and don't worry, I'm okay now. Thank you again, Wano. I'm okay. Um, um, Rike says, I love interactions. Also, Kibum met so Kibum is Ki from Shiny. Yeah, he met Juhani and Minhyuk on Amazing Saturday. Yes, they did, and I'm very excited to watch that this Saturday. Yeah. Um, Delarian is here. Hi, Delarian, even though I'm gonna be leaving soon, but hi, Delarian. She said, hi, just joining the chat. Monster X concept photo number 4 are the best ones. Someone on YouTube uploaded some of the concert day one and loved the performances. Oh, wow. So, Delarian, yes. I did mention about Monster X because I'm still not in the mood to talk about Monster X comeback things, but as you guys can see, I'm feeling a lot better now. Thank goodness. Man, Wano has excellent timing. That's all I have to say. That's really crazy. Um, anyways, I'm feeling a lot better now, and I think what to talk about MX concept photos number 4. I already saw them by the way, and as you guys can guess, finally the best ones. Okay, but let's talk about that more later when I'm in a better mood. But so I'm thinking in 2 days from now, like not tomorrow, because tomorrow there's a lot of things going on, all the radio shows and stuff. So not tomorrow, and also I'm sleeping now at around 3:30 a.m. So yeah, I won't come tomorrow, but I think Tuesday, maybe Tuesday night. In all honesty, because Tuesday afternoon I'm a bit busy, so maybe Tuesday night Korea time, maybe that'll be when I'll come and then we can talk about concept photos number 4, and then at that time the album preview would be out. So yeah, so we can get back to regular scheduling later, and if Wano does anything else, I'll also talk about 102. So did I just call him Wano again? Okay, this is you can tell I'm okay, I'm tired, but also like finally, yeah, my mood is up, as you can see. I don't know why I randomly call him Wanu. Okay, I know his name is Wano. Just ignore me when I call him Wanu. I'm so sorry. There's a 17 member named Wanu, but I am not a fan of him. But okay, 101. So anyways, yeah, but anytime, if Wano does anything, I'll of course talk about it and update you guys if he is for sure performing on AAA awards, but I'm pretty sure he is. But if I get any updates about that, I'll let you guys know in future lives. And yeah, yeah, I'm happy, and I really hope Wano is okay too. That's most important as well. Um um Oh yeah, and she said, oh yeah, so Delarian said about people upload on YouTube. I still don't want to watch it on YouTube. Like I still don't feel good like watching anything about Wonho concert because I could have gone, but I decided not to go because of COVID. So later, if ever they make the DVD for his concert, if they don't, I will be so disappointed in Starship. But if ever they make the DVD, that'll be when I would want to watch it. Would make me feel better. Rike says, I hope everyone feels better now. I am. And Rike, I hope you are too, right? I hope everyone is here. So if you guys just, please tell me that you guys are all okay before I leave. Cherry says, Wano has managed to comfort us with his letter. Yep, I'm glad he did. I was a bit worried that maybe it wouldn't comfort me. That's why when I was reading it, I was like, oh my God, it's like, am I really understanding it correctly? But then thankfully it did comfort me, and I hope it did for you guys too. Rike says, maybe you guys want to watch Hyungwon's drama. I laughed while watching it. Rike, why did you laugh? So here's the thing. I talked about it in the last live, but then many people didn't watch it yet. The people that were watching me in the live yesterday, and so I didn't spoil about anything, so we didn't talk about the plot or anything, but I just gave my personal opinion on it. But in the next live I do, hopefully you guys have seen Hyungwon's drama, at least episode 1. Please do if you guys haven't already. Surely the English subtitles are out for it by now, and so then the next time I see you guys, we could talk about the plot and I don't need to hide any spoilers. So Rike, maybe hopefully you'll be there too. But yeah, guys, watch this drama so we could talk about it. Stephanie says, I'm still here. Oh, okay, I'm glad. And she said, I'm just about to go to my parents. Wow, great timing. I'm about to go soon too anyway, but glad you're still here, Stephanie. But still, bye anytime and see you again soon. Sylvia says, thank you for your live and sharing your thoughts. It makes me feel better to have a good night. I'm glad it was, Sylvia. Long time no see, by the way, Sylvia, but thank you as always for joining the lives, and talk to you again soon. Rike says, concept number 4 reminds me of Harry Potter, and you love it. We'll talk more about that at the next live, but good to hear you guys like initial thoughts about it. My full-time job says, good night, you too. It was nice meeting you, full-time job, and hopefully see you next time. So Solid says, thank you for this live. That was my first time here. This was your first time? No way. I think we all feel better now. Wish you a good night, So. I'm so happy to hear that. Welcome, and hopefully see you next time. Bye. And yeah, you too. Good night or good day to you. Rike says, talk to you soon. Yes. And Enrique also says, your brain said EXE stopped working. Yeah. Basically, yes. I mean, now 3:34 a.m. Yeah, it's all good. But thanks you guys for enjoying my humor and mess ups and stuff. Cherry says, thank you for this live. You're welcome, and thank you for joining, Cherry. Until next time. Rike says, oh, I don't know, but seeing him act made me laugh. Maybe I was too nervous. I hope, Rike, you'll be here at the next live when I talk about Hyungwon's drama. But each time like a new episode comes out, I'm always gonna talk about it in future lives. But we can talk more about that in the future, Rike, and hopefully see you there. And everyone else here, thank you again for joining on the live. Glad to hear everyone's feeling better. As you can see, I am too. And the last song we'll listen to, this was what I intended it to be. So I still am not ready yet to listen to a 101 Monster X song, but even though I do feel better, but I really want to end on this song. So this will be the ending song. And if you guys have any last comments, do comment now. And then for sure after that, then I will go after reading all the last ending comments. So our ending song for today is by Woods, who is also known as Jo Seung-yeon. Love. I know a lot of us are his fans, I think, right? I remember you guys mentioning him a lot, but I always loved Woods. So Woods, and there are some songs of him. There are some songs of his I'm not a fan, but most of his songs, okay, actually it's like half and half. Anyways, why am I saying that? Okay, so this song of his I want to end on is called Lullaby, which I thought was appropriate as the ending song, right? And it really does feel like a lullaby, and still matches with my mood for right now. So yeah, here we go. 1 second, I forgot my speaker turned off. So my speaker turns off by itself if I'm not using it for like 30 minutes or something. So yeah, 1 second. 깊은 밤 넌 어디로 떠나 맑은 샘을 찾는다네 바람
없는 도시 차가워지는 게 우린 숨결을 잃어버렸고 동이 들 때까지 가만히 괜찮아질 거야 난 자전거를 부를래 호호호호 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 자전거를 부를래 호호호호 호호호호 난 아직도 네 나이 부르던 입술을 듣고 그 기억 속에 살아남아서 더 괴로워지는 듯해 흐르는 눈물 닿는 곳에 싹이 트는 듯해 없는 도시 차가워지는 게 우린 숨결을 잃어버렸고 공이 들 때까지 가만히 괜찮아질 거야 난 자전거를 부를래 호호호호 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 자전거를 부를래 호호호호 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 난 자전거를 부를래 호호호호 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 자전거를 부를래 호호호호 호호호호 호호호호
Hope you guys liked it. This song was from his Bavers documentary. So if you guys remember, I.M did a Bavers documentary. Woods did as well. And this was the song he released with the Bavers documentary. So I do recommend watching his Bavers documentary too if you guys want to know more about Woods. And these are the last comments I'll read. And I know some of you guys have sent me DMs on Twitter, but sadly I really should go to sleep right after I end this live. So all the DMs you guys have sent me, I will respond to it tomorrow when I wake up. And hopefully nothing is too urgent. I hope not. So I just want to let you guys know I'll respond to all DMs on Twitter and Instagram tomorrow when I wake up. Cherry says, have a good night. Thank you, you too. Rike says, bye bye. And then Full-Time Job said, Stan Woods. Thank you. Yes. I'm a Woods fan. Yes, Stan Woods, guys. Rike also says Woods. Yeah. Melissa says, thank you so much for the live and letting me know everything that was happening, as well as letting us feel better with you. Sleep well. Melissa, you're so welcome. And thank you for even staying until this long. Melissa, it's always nice seeing you, and you're welcome. Hope we see you again next time. Cherry says, I love the song. It's in my playlist. Yes. And then Cherry says, good night, sleep well, and sweet dreams. Thank you so much, Cherry. I don't know what time zone you're in, Cherry, but have a good day. But then also later, you sleep well as well. And you too, sweet dreams. Thank you again. And maybe see you next time, Cherry. And yes, please add Wood's song Lullaby to your playlist. Awesome. And Rike says, yes, I watched his documentary. Bye now. Glad you did, Rike. So, all right. Thanks, you guys, again for everything. I'll most likely come again on Tuesday. Most likely. Depends how I'm feeling. But for now, I'm still thinking the next Radio Live, MoWonHae Radio, will be Tuesday, Korea Standard Time. Until next time, thanks again, you guys. Have a great day and night.